You know what? You know what? You know, you's got a pretty good mouth. You know that? You's got a pretty mouth. You know that?
Yeah.
You know that? You's got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
you.
What the hell did you come up with
You
that
talking
one?
to me? I got a pretty mouth. Maybe you got the pretty mouth. You.
Anyway, and so I used to go.
Alright.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, Macon, Georgia, and everyone else around the world through the World Wide Web. This is the Morning Roast for Tuesday, September 17th, 2013.
Well, both white boys this morning.
Yes. Guess what day it
A bit
is?
of green.
It's election day, yes.
It is election day. You can only see the top of my shirt on screen, but this was Tom O. Wagner when he was running for Macon-Bibb County Commission head, which, by the way, won't exist anymore. I guess the mayor is the new head.
Mm-hmm.
Or will be.
Yeah.
But welcome to the Morning Roast, everybody. Welcome to DS Photo Guy, Rudy 4.
Mm-hmm.
We got Emo Masturbator. Great. Good time radio, Harry Boner. Cat of Corn, Smell My Finger, and Too Much.
Wow.
You guys are too much.
Yes.
Some of these names are horrible, aren't they?
Yes. Horror show. Where's the horror show? That's from
all the good
Clockwork
usernames
Orange.
are here, yeah. You're right, they are all here. Vorpabite hasn't come back yet, has he? I think he's mad. Big baby.
I sent him a message.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Okay.
Don't get me going on it. Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, it's good to have you all. Good morning, good morning. It is election day
In Macon, Georgia, yes, indeed, it
in
is.
Macon, Georgia.
Yes.
Macon, Georgia. Yeah. And
Yes.
what the hell's your weather like? I feel sticky.
Well, yes, it looks like
Yeah,
it's gonna.
it's
It looks like
kind
it's
of an
very
omen
cloudy.
to what's about to come with sticky people.
It's like the calm before the storm, so to speak. Which, matter of fact, it's 72 degrees and very, very cloudy with a high of 90 or 89 degrees and a low of 84 degrees.
Yeah,
wow,
84
and
today.
a low of 61 degrees.
By the way, you know, I have to hand it to Jack Ellis. See Jack Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to harness his talent. He's got a bunch of guys hanging out on the corners with his signs.
Mm-hmm.
You figure they're gonna hang out in the corner anyway.
Yeah. So might as well hold the sign up.
Just
Right?
hold the sign up. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got such incredible talent. He's able to even harness those that hang out
Mm-hmm.
and
So
do shit all day. Maybe
yeah. So if
doing
basically.
stuff they shouldn't be doing.
So yeah, if you happen to hear some car horns blowing during the show, is basically probably is one of those signs like honk if you vote for
Yeah.
C. Jack Ellis, basically.
Honk if you're horny.
We'll have a picture of the new Miss
Right,
America, basically.
yeah.
That would be. Ding, ding.
Vote for Harry Boner. Anyway, so election day today. We're gonna see. We're gonna look at some results while the day's going. I guess they're gonna start counting it. We have to look under the Board of Elections, I guess.
Oh yes.
And what? Well, guess what?
The polls actually started about an hour ago.
About an hour ago,
Mhm.
yeah. They saw about what? 8
From 7 to 7.
Yeah,
Mhm.
7 to 7.
Yes.
In case any of you haven't gone out and voted, do so. If not, that's a vote too. Deciding not to vote is a vote.
Yes. That's very
Nothing is ever excluded.
That's very true.
You know, they finally raised the Concordia. You heard about that?
Oh yeah, the ship.
Damn, kid, that thing is. I don't even know if they could even use it for the metal. That thing is all rusted out, all destroyed on one side.
Yes.
Looks like Two-Face. Remember Two-Face from Batman?
Oh yeah.
Got the split down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
It's very yeah. Well, I mean, if there's no way to salvage it, the only way you can do it is basically, well, they have to find the 2 missing bodies that they're supposed to still haven't been found in, unless it's been eaten up by the sharks.
Yeah, well, they're not going to be able to use that chip. They need to melt it down and make
Make it into like
little souvenirs.
well, either souvenirs or what they do, like they get those old warships, they blow them up and use them for like
Coral reefs.
Coral reefs, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, I know that right now they use 100. It was a 114,000 ton vessel.
Mm-hmm.
This thing was bigger than the Titanic, actually.
Heavy.
They hold it back up. They set it up right, straight up. But they still are not going to be able to move this shit for another 6 months.
Mm.
And they still have to go through its contents.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be able to float this thing away with all the stuff inside it because it's got a lot of toxic stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And they're afraid. That's by the way, I'm blowing a kiss to my dog. Who just walked in.
No, come on. We know about your secret affair. Derek. This is stuff.
It's amazing
Look.
how Ed is able to get him up. Hey, come in, come on.
Hey,
Why are you so afraid? What is wrong with him?
you know, I don't want the people
We're loving you right now.
I don't want to end up on, witness
Hey,
protection.
shyer than who's shy? Yeah. God, I love this. Wow. There we go. Anyway,
man.
good morning, Gemmers.
Mm-hmm.
Gemmers is on. I don't know. How are you? How are you, Gemmers?
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, I got some breaking news.
Oh, by the way, he called you Wheezy.
Oh, thank you.
Good time,
I was
radio.
trying to be like mumbly.
Yeah.
You know, the
I am.
All right, breaking news.
Yes,
Oh,
breaking
yeah, breaking
news.
news.
Breaking news. There's a tractor trailer that is overturned on I-16 westbound.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's go watch it.
This is from Benny Adams from WMAZ, Channel 13, the Macon affiliate for CBS. The Macon Police Department
Let me
says
guess. They flipped over on the turn on the ramp.
somewhere the Macon.
I-16 to 75 split.
Yeah, I think I-16 westbound.
It
Yeah.
flipped off to the side.
It overturned. It overturned into a ditch on the I-16 westbound. Accident happened a little after midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Authorities say there were no injuries. That's what we have so far. We'll probably have more updates on it later on in the show.
This sounds like regular news, like a car overturned and we know
No,
nothing else.
that ramp
Mm-hmm.
is notorious. I know 3 people
Mm-hmm.
that flipped their cars over. You know, since I've lived here for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always having accidents because they're flying down 75 and then you go to get on that ramp and the way they banked it,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't bank it very well.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can take that to the bank.
Oh yes, definitely take it to the bank.
Bank it. Banker.
Cause I tell you, yeah, I think
Bank.
I think I was almost did a Fast and Furious on one of them when I had like my Honda Civic. I was riding like on 2 wheels, like look something out of the Dukes of Hazzard. I think one time.
Well, aren't they doing aren't they filming for Fast and Furious, a new one?
Fast and Furious 7, yeah,
In Georgia.
Yeah.
Northeast.
somewhere. Yeah, I'm trying to get.
Northwest.
Wow.
Well, but
Take
they
your car, Derek.
that
Yeah.
what as the ones who get crashed or something. Shoot.
By the way,
I have to take the bus back home.
we had an armed robbery occur this morning, Friday, I guess.
Friday. Today's Tuesday.
I don't know why the story. We talk about slow.
What
Here in
station are
Macon,
you
Georgia, they don't give you the
WGXX.
news until 2 and 3
on?
days
no.
afterward.
You gotta go to MAZ. They're always up to date. Them and Macon Telegraph.
Yeah,
I don't even
WXCA
waste my-
News, Channel 41. Anyway, both of these guys, they were in connection with personal armed robbery on Friday on Georgia Avenue in Arlington Place. I know exactly where that is. That's near downtown,
It's
right?
right near
With Gary,
Gary.
actually.
Yeah.
Gary's.
Yep, right around Gary's place.
And the two suspects ran from the scene. The victim used his second cell phone to call 911. They took his cell phone and his wallet. They got him. So help me God, I've seen these guys around.
Okay.
It's true they all kind of look alike, but in this instance, believe me, I've seen these guys.
Okay. Okay.
You know, once again, just never know. You could be walking down the street minding your own business. Some sucker comes up to you and decides to hold you up.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the reason why I don't go out so much. Because I figured if I go out, especially in this neighborhood,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like a sore thumb. It's like people will notice that I'm walking down the street around here.
Just to show you how up-to-date GXA is, they got a poll there that says, will you vote in tomorrow's Macon-Bibb consolidated election?
Hmm. Yeah,
Wow.
that's kind of
Little
slow.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little behind.
Yes, way a little behind. Yes.
Anyway, so we got the ship that went up. We got the guys that held up, and what else?
Yeah.
And the car that held up traffic.
Yes.
In an accident.
I have a story. I don't know if this may be
All right.
an Amber Alert, I guess you might say, but
Okay.
this is from Tom George WMAZ. It says September 4th, 1998 was the last day anyone saw 8-year-old Shamia Shai Pate. Pate had come home from school to Crumple Avenue in Unadilla and was sent to go to a football game that Friday night with her family. Her oldest sister, LaShonda Hickey, was getting ready to go to the game and drove past Shai sitting on a friend's porch. By the time she went to go get gas and drove back to get Shai, she was gone. After looking around the neighborhood, LaWanda went to the game thinking Shai must have been at someone's house. So the next day, Shai was reported missing. The Dooley County Sheriff's Office searched homes in the neighborhood. Shai's home was across the street from a club, and investigator Randy Lambert says that at the time, there was a lot of drug trafficking in that area. He says that after searching the area and interviewing neighbors, nothing materialized. He believes Shai was abducted by someone she knew. Recently, there were a few tips. One in Michigan and someone looking at Facebook pictures of a person that actually turned out to be one of Pate's relatives. Another came after the 3 women in Ohio were captured, but that also turned up nothing. Her mother, Veronica, says she's concerned about Shai's health because she had asthma. Today, Shai would be 23 years old. Veronica
Well,
Pate,
she's been missing for how many years now?
since 1998, 15 years.
She'd be what, 23 now?
Yeah, 23. So
Wow.
I guess there's a 15-year-old Amber Alert, even though, well, there wasn't an
I
Amber
mean,
Alert
what do
back
you
then.
think? After 15 years, she's probably either dead or brainwashed to the point.
Or probably under another identity, got her name changed or something, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, man, there's just too many sick freaking people in this world. Like that
Yes.
guy yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He just flipped his court or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
About the Navy Yard, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
But, yeah. If you have
he was
any...
mad at his boss, they said.
A lot of other things, too. Says if you have any information on Pate's whereabouts, you can reach Dooley County Sheriff's Office at 229, the area code, 645-0930.
Well,
Yeah, we don't have a picture to show because the pictures from 15 years ago
Yes.
make a difference. So.
Yeah, not going to make a difference because...
well, you know, those 2 guys that held up that guy.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But why couldn't they do a age progression picture for that? Now they do it with all the other ones.
Well, yeah, they do that on America's Most Wanted, but since it's no longer on Fox, I don't know if they have that technology here.
Well, I think, I'll be honest with you, not saying, this or that, or race or anything, I think because she was black,
Yeah.
they didn't pay too much attention. If it was a white girl, it probably would have been.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Oh, Gamer Girl's on. Good morning, Gamer Girl.
That's Georgia, they're still backwards.
Good morning,
Of
sweetheart.
course.
Anyway, did you
Good
hear
morning,
about the
Gamer.
goat and...
Go ahead, Irv, I'm sorry.
Did you hear about the goat and the dog going into an Ace Hardware store and invading it? Meet Chester the goat and Rebel the dog, 2 lifelong friends who today decided to leave home and have an adventure at their local Ace Hardware. From what I understand, the goat walked by the electric eye, and the goat and the dog walked into the store like they owned it, and we had to herd them and put them in the garden center. And that's why the two spent most of their day hanging out. You figure you'll probably get better service too with a goat and a dog than you do at some of these places, especially here in Macon, Georgia. Customer service has a lot to desire here, believe me. People just sit back. They're used to so slow a life that you walk into a store, you'll spend 30 minutes for them to butter a bagel.
Yeah.
You know, I was in Connecticut last year, and it's totally different there.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into Dunkin' Donuts down here,
Yeah.
you know, you got, like you said, butter a bagel.
Yeah.
That takes them 20 minutes. Up there, they move.
They
You
wouldn't
think
be
it's
able to spend one day in New York. They'd be cursed out, or who the hell knows what.
Oh yeah.
Pushed onto the subway track.
Yeah. I'm sure. You don't mess around in New York. You better get their shit in and out. If not, they start yelling and cursing with their attitude.
I'm more in here.
That's
Yeah.
why they go to Florida. Boss people around.
Yeah. You have births that are a hell of a lot quicker than some of the service they give you around here.
Oh.
Somebody in labor for 18 hours, and you put them next to somebody selling you a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and the birth always happens before. Believe me.
Oh, Too Much asked you a question.
Oh, whoa.
He asked you, will Ann take offense to your T-shirt?
Say again?
Read it.
I can't see it. I got all the
It
shit on my
says,
screen.
will Ann take offense to your T-shirt?
No. This guy, Ant don't give a shit. Really, Ant.
That was the last election.
Yeah, that was last election.
Yeah, that was. This is another guy who was running for Bibb County Commission chairman, which is not going to exist anymore. That
Yes.
job ain't going to exist
I
anymore.
don't know what type of costume Ant's gonna have today. I don't think that, well, since election day they're not allowed to campaign, quote unquote, anyway.
Yeah.
But speaking of clowns, since he was dressed up as a clown, here's an early wing dang doodle of the hour.
Alrighty.
There's a clown terrorizing a British town.
That's Anthony. That's Anthony.
What are you doing, Ant? What you doing over in England? I'm just saying. Sabuki, I'm telling you, you better get out of there before Sabuki deports you. I'm just letting you know. Call.
Alright, I want to see. Ooh, he looks evil.
Yeah.
He looks like Anthony.
He looks like Pennywise from from Stephen
Yeah.
King's It. Yeah. The poor residents of Northampton, England are living in a nightmare scenario straight out of a Stephen King novel right now. Someone dressed as a clown keeps popping up around town and spooking grown adults and small children alike.
Clowns rule.
Yes. The clown isn't doing anything violent, mind you, so it's not exactly like a Stephen King novel. But it's close. Because clowns are terrifying and they scare people. The Northampton Herald and Post reports clowns have been popping up in random places all across town lately, so much that a hashtag and a Facebook group were created to track the sightings. The Northampton Chronicle reports police have believed multiple people are behind the clown sightings. A warning was issued so residents wouldn't be so startled the next time a clown is standing in the middle of the sidewalk.
That's creepy.
The Northampton clown is terrifying residents wherever he goes.
He is creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, Rudy. Ant.
Is that Ant?
Looks like Anthony.
Well, I'm telling you, better get out of there.
That is creepy. Yeah.
Let's shoot. Oh, Pones. It rhymes with owns. Okay. I
Yeah.
see.
Oh, Gemmas, there are some people that like clowns. There are some, like my cousin, who has a phobia to them. They can't even look at pictures without freaking out. There you go. There's
Yeah.
a real clown right here.
Tell the truth, it took me a while. It took me a while to eat over at McDonald's because I thought I was gonna face around them because I had a slight fear of clowns, But
Really? With McDonald's?
well, yeah, that's why I ate at Burger King for a good while,
I wonder what's a hidden message with the McDonald's characters and all that.
Oh,
Like Grimace.
What, a
What
big
does
purple
Grimace
blob?
represent?
Big purple blob, I guess obesity or something if we don't
Yeah.
watch ourselves eating fast food. Because he always, if you ever see the commercials back in the 70s, he always ate nothing but he always had nothing but these big chocolate shakes all the time.
I
he
don't
might
know.
get a burger too, but he
I
just-
mean, you remember Snuffleupagus in the Muppets.
yeah.
I think that was like something to do with a penis. I don't know why.
Oh, no. Well, I thought it was...
He had that big trunk.
Well, yeah, but he looked like a big old woolly mammoth that was always high to the high
Yeah.
bird. You
Trunk.
got some...
Big Bird. He's kind of a tranny.
I'm high,
You can't tell
bird.
whether it's a guy or girl.
I'm high, bird. You got...
That high-pitched voice, Big Bird.
Hi, everybody.
Bert and Ernie, a gay couple.
Yeah. Snuffleupagus is a junkie.
Yeah.
Need some smack, bird.
Yeah. What else? What about Oscar the Grouch? a
Homeless
garbage
guy,
can, homeless guy?
obviously. Yeah, he lives in a trash can.
What else?
Like Dave Chappelle to my Oscar, you're a grouch. Yeah, mama, I live in a damn trash can. I'm the poorest motherfucker on Sesame Street.
Yeah. Oh, ATT says he saw a porno once and all the actors were dressed as clowns.
What?
Laughed a lot and did a lot of strange things with balloons.
What is called? What the greatest?
The greatest show on earth.
Oh, okay.
That bright up.
The greatest BJ on earth.
Ernie was supposed to be Puerto Rican originally. Yes, Rudy.
Really?
By the way, Ernie was my my puppet. That was a puppet that was given to me.
So Ernie's supposed to be what? A black guy, and Bert's supposed to be a white guy?
I guess a Puerto Rican guy. Right, Rudy? You know, Puerto Ricans are big in New York. Now it's mostly Dominicans, but at one time it was Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did forget about that.
Yeah.
That one puppet that's supposed to be black. You know, Roosevelt Franklin. You know, he was purple and had that black fro, stand-up fro, stuff like that.
Yeah. They were said to be the first gay couple on TV, Bert and Ernie. Yeah.
Openly.
That little rubber ducky. Yeah, there was something
Rubber
about
ducky.
that.
What? You mean like a
Rubber
gerbil
duck.
or something like that?
Well, you know, who knows what gay couples say to each other. There you go.
Couple clowns.
There's a new jobs bill that's coming out.
Where are the jobs?
Yeah.
They say there's all these jobs. Where are they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody hiding them?
Yeah, which one is the clown? Too much. That was good, Ed.
Oh yeah.
Ed squeezes those heads on anything.
Oh yes.
Anyway, so we have the dog invade the store and, of course, give him better customer service because of it.
I squeezed Ant's head too.
You know, I did not know that it was National Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yes.
Uh,
It's kind of weird because it's like in the middle. It's between 2 months really, because it's like halfway into the second half. Hispanic Heritage Month is like in the second half of September and the first half of October.
Yeah.
I guess it's going like through the Mayan calendar or something like that.
Who knows? They're late. Yeah, they wake up late. They go to sleep late.
I thought that was one of my people's
No, they
stereotypes.
By the way,
CPT.
you know that the guy that killed everybody in we have to bring that up eventually. Yeah. The news, the guy in Washington shooting up in that Navy Yard.
Yeah.
Do you know the reason why he lost his job with the Navy Yard or with the service?
Yeah.
Was because he wanted to sleep late.
Oh.
He said that he couldn't sleep.
Management problem too.
Yeah, he had management, but one of them was his tardiness. He didn't like waking up early. Ain't that some shit? Losing your job over sleep.
Wow, man, you know, it's just like remember years ago when the postal people used to go
Postal.
Now what are we gonna call it?
Yeah.
Go Navy.
It goes to show you.
Naval.
It goes to show you how bad things have gotten, and people losing their jobs because they want to sleep all day. It's like, you're going to have enough time to sleep when you're dead. Why are you worried about sleeping now? There's going to be plenty of time for you to sleep.
Yes.
Get more sleep than you can ask for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I
You just don't be
get
walking
it.
around like a zombie and stuff.
Oh, by the way, and they describe him as very articulate. You notice how they
And
do
he
that
also
with
had
black guys?
a concealed carry permit too.
Yeah.
He had a permit for
He
his
did.
guns.
Yeah, I noticed that when you talk about black guys, you know, you always they have to bring up the word. He's articulate, well spoken. They never say that about a white guy. Yeah, he was
No,
real
because they
articulate,
because they automatically think the white guy's
course.
articulate. But
Yeah.
it was, you know.
Derek, snap out of it. Let's go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course, they don't want to say. Well, of course they're going to say he's articulate because you know the last thing you want is a stupid, crazy, illiterate terrorist coming after you tomorrow. I'm gonna blow up everybody today.
Well, that's what they say.
What you doing with that damn dictionary? I don't need no damn book. Fuck a book. I'm gonna blow everybody up. You know.
By the way, Nikal,
Just saying.
we're losing our groove today because it's election day.
Yes.
It's one of those days that you know, people have to slow down and figure out what button they're gonna push. It's hard for them to do.
Yes.
It's a very hard and strenuous activity that's going on today.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody feels it. Everybody gets affected by the slow, arduous. Give me some words here, Derek.
Arduous, maniacal.
Maniacal, the molasses type of event that goes on today.
Yes.
Slow as molasses.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see who becomes mayor.
Oh yes.
You know.
I had something about the Navy Yard shooter. This is from Stafford, Virginia.
Yeah, bring that up, will you please?
Yes, Virginia. Man from Stafford, Virginia, was initially named as the Navy Yard gunman by some media organizations. Now we know 50-year-old Raleigh Lee Chance was not the man who pulled the trigger. According to online records, Chance is a retired Navy lieutenant. How he might know the shooting suspect, Aaron Alexis, still isn't clear, but the FBI and other law enforcement were in and out of his home Monday afternoon. Says there are reports that Chance's badge was found near the gunman's lifeless body. Initially, it was reported that Alexis used Chance's badge to gain entry into the Navy Yard. Now we know the media and NBC 12 now knows that isn't the case. Law enforcement said yesterday that Alexis had a valid ID and was able to enter the Navy Yard on his own. They tried to speak, NBC 12 tried to speak to anyone out inside the Chance home, but our phone calls and knocks on the door went unanswered. Chance is reportedly from Georgia originally. Speaking to NBC affiliate in Savannah, his family says Chance is employed at the Navy Yard and has been heard from since Sunday. The station also spoke to residents from the largely military neighborhood where Chance lives. Christine Rodriguez says she was worried for her children, where initial reports that Chance was the DC gunman.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. All these people are now dead because of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Why? But there were signs there for him. You know, why they allowed him to have a gun after he's shooting the gun, he's shooting the guy's tires. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I couldn't buy a gun if I wanted to. And yet these scumbags seem to get them all the time. I don't know how they do it.
Well, if you,
And
well,
the
if you
fact
work
that he
in the
was
military-
even allowed on that premises.
Well, since he has a
crazy.
job, you have access to it anyway.
Yeah, but you figure that this is like a military installation in the middle of Washington, D.C., less than 2 miles from the White House and the Capitol building.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that they would have some form of security. How the hell does a guy walk in there with 3 rifles? That's what he walked in there with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit what kind of freaking ID you got. How do you get into that building, so-called secure building, with 3 rifles.
You're right.
I mean, this is, once again, you know why? Because the scumbag that was in charge was probably sleeping. Again, or getting some donuts, or who the hell knows what they were doing. But how this happens is beyond me. You got a better chance of getting shot in there than you do at a Walmart's.
Wow.
I mean, this is crazy, folks. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, not
Big
that
time.
anybody really gives a shit. Really, folks, because you don't. Unless you're there, you could care less. That's another place, another time, and I really don't care. But the problem with that mentality is, if it can happen there, it can happen anywhere.
Definitely, no doubt about it.
Am I right?
You're right. You're right.
He drove through in a car. Oh my God, look who's back. Michelle Stacy. Welcome back, sweetheart.
Welcome back. Yes.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. But the names have all changed since you were around.
Yeah.
And what's the rest of that song? Yeah.
I can't remember it just that much. That's all I remember.
Yeah, the haters are gone. Yes, Michelle, the haters are gone. We finally are policing this somewhat right. All right, do me a favor, Derek, please. When we're reading the stories this morning, these people are falling asleep on it.
Okay.
Give it some oomph.
Okay.
You know,
Well, I was just
make it exciting.
I was just going back to the Navy Yard killing, armed with 3 weapons. Among the weapons that the shooter had was basically an AR-15 assault rifle, handgun, and shotgun. The AR-15 was the exact assault weapon that was used in the Sandy Hook killing last December. As a matter of fact. So there's a lot. Yeah, there's there's kind of coincidences. Matter of fact, there was someone who was near the White House around the same time that it happened, but it wasn't related to the shooting.
Yeah, well, he was throwing firecrackers or something.
Yes, he was throwing firecrackers and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Really smart. Very, very smart. Yeah.
I'm telling you, some of these people, they have a mental disorder. They just can't help themselves. They want to be the center of attention.
Yeah. Exactly.
Am I right?
You're right. You hit the nail on the head on that.
I mean, you take a look at some of these people, even on here, they want to be the center of attention.
Yes.
You know, we had to boot them out of here because, they want to take over.
That's true.
The way it is. It's I guess in America, it's normal behavior. Good morning, Bean.
I tell you the truth.
You've been in the Navy Yard before, onion rings. Yeah, not all the buildings have armed guards. That's scary. If everyone owned a gun, then less crime would happen. That's Michelle. Welcome back. Well, if everyone had a gun, there would be more shootings.
Possibly, yeah.
Because, when you own something, you really, you don't buy a gun and say, I'm going to buy this gun and I'm never going to use it. I'm going to just put it on the side and until I need it, I'll use it.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with that. Number one, it never happens. People want to shoot that shit.
Yeah.
They want to feel the pull. They want to feel whatever.
That punch when you pull the trigger.
When they want to see if they can handle it. They want to see if they can have the guts hold it up in somebody's face and blow their head off. They want to see that.
I know.
And the problem is, just like it always happens, the gun that you so-called want to protect you winds up shooting you in that freaking head. And then I want to hear you say, I want guns. I love guns. Yeah, with a bullet in your head, you're not going to say much.
Well, yeah, you're pretty much going to be dead anyway. But I got a wing dang doodle of a story for you. I guess this would be the
I'm hoping.
Wing dang doodle of the day. Of the hour.
I'm starting to agree with Nicole.
Yeah.
We're losing our groove here.
Definitely losing our groove. Well, this is some crazy. Here's a crazy stuff. Here's the clown in England. I know that was a wing dang doodle, but I was half right. There's another stuff that's going on. but it's this is from the Daily CO UK, and this oh my god, this is another story from England.
All right.
Here it is.
Well, a long preface.
Okay, a bus driver that was stabbed in the head by a screaming woman after she mistook him for someone who had threatened her 2 days earlier. This is the wing dang doodle of the hour.
That's bad. This is so typical. It's like getting,
Like, geez, what is going on with women and buses? Like, they just don't mix. They just don't mix. I mean, all the way to the school bus thing, and the guy in Cleveland gave the tiger uppercut to the girl who spat on him and choked on him. Like, you're going to jail now.
You just can't win. You just can't win.
It's just crazy. Here it is.
AT&T stabbed in the head? Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, AT&T.
An innocent bus...
Thanks for encouraging us.
Women should ride in the back of the... Look, I ain't said nothing about Rosa Parks, okay?
There you go.
But anyway, an innocent bus driver was repeatedly stabbed in the head by a woman after she mistook him for someone who had threatened her, according to the court.
Wow.
Verity Johnson, age 27, attacked her terrified victim 3 or 4 times with a 2-inch bladed multi-tool on a bus while shocked commuters looked on. She cried out, "Rape!" before launching herself on the 61-year-old bus driver.
Wow.
The savage attack left the innocent man cut, soaked in blood, and in deep shock. Johnston of Norwich admitted assault occasioning actual bodily harm before city magistrates. The driver, who has not been named, was on his way to work. He was sitting with a colleague at the front of the vehicle as it approached the bus station when he was attacked. The bizarre incident caused huge early morning rush hour disruption, I'm quite sure, as the air ambulance was scrambled to the scene. So they had to get him by a helicopter. Wow. Johnston had mistaken the man, the bus driver, who she claimed had threatened her, and daring him 2 days before, according to the court. Lisa Britton, prosecuting, said the driver got out of the number 8 Connector bus 735 service from Derringham to Norwich after a colleague around May 30, and basically the stuff was going on. Johnson told officers she had been threatened by a man who was going to get her about 2 days earlier, 48 hours earlier. She said she thought the victim...
How the hell did she mix him up?
I don't know. Like, how many bus drivers talking about, "Hey, baby, you look pretty good." I mean, come on. She thought the victim was the culprit, the bus driver. Johnson, who was receiving treatment from Hildeston Hospital in Norwich for mental illness, was well enough, according to doctors, to attend court and plead. Dave Folks, the defending lawyer, said she fully accepts the victim was not known to her. She was taken to Hildeston Hospital, which she sectioned under the Mental Health Act. More recently, she has been staying at the hospital very voluntarily. She's receiving treatment and feeling well. The case was adjourned for reports to September 16th yesterday, and Johnston was bailed. Connectibus said at the time that the driver at Addelbrook, Norfolk, had been with the firm for less than
a case of mistaken identity.
Bus driver for 20 years. A company spokesman last night refused to comment further.
Wow. Well,
so they post her bail. Is like, why don't they just give her a charge of attempted murder? Like, look, you just go around just stabbing bus drivers in the head for that. I mean,
no, who knows? But by the way, Kiwi guy, I agree.
Yeah.
Gun owners are morons who leave their guns around so their kids can kill each other. Thank you, Kiwi guy. That's a point. It's not about owning a gun. It's about owning up to taking responsibility for that gun. And for those that do that, kudos to you. Whatever.
Jim this is in England.
Who cares? I mean, you got a firearm. You're only doing your duty. You get no medal from me or some award of, wow, you people are so good at keeping your gun safe. You know what? This wouldn't even be an issue if you didn't have one. It's like, a policeman. He said, "Oh, well, we work hard." Well, what the hell? That's a job that you asked to get. Nobody force you with a gun. You got to be a cop. You chose to buy a gun. You need to choose to make sure that you take care of it. You get no medal from me. Like, oh, he's a responsible gun owner. Screw you. You're supposed to be responsible, you stupid ass. That's why you have a loaded pistol. Everybody walks around, oh, well, we're a law-abiding citizen. Law-abiding? You guys are a bunch of powder kegs ready to go off on somebody. That's why you go out and buy a gun, because you're getting ready to shoot somebody. I don't have a gun. I'm not readying myself, trying to protect myself against what? Against a meteor? Against somebody breaking my house? What kind of shit is that, to live life like that? All worried about somebody killing you. I have to be protected. I have to be protected against the government. You're going to wind up like that scumbag that shot up everybody. He is an innocent kid. He worked in a Thai restaurant, but he was all sucked up with his gun shit. He goes around, I have to use it. I have to use it. I have to use my gun. That's why I own it. That's why I bought it. That's why I spend more money on a gun than I do on breakfast. Or on somebody else. Giving somebody else a gift. There you go, guys. You can have fun with this shit now. Have a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you.
All of you are going to disagree, and I can give a shit.
See, this is the reason why I'm glad I have a car. This is why I'm glad I have a car, because I'm not going to take a chance. You have to have a gun carrying if you want to get on a bus, or at least be a bus driver. I mean, get worried about somebody going to spit on you, stab you in the head.
Yeah.
Then you have to get, you have to. I mean, shoot. Because you can't just,
crazy,
you gotta shoot. I mean, come on, you have to, sooner or later you're gonna have to pull it out, because you just can't tiger uppercut everybody. Tell me, you going to jail now? Hey, sure you can. Hadouken.
Well, it's obvious that women on buses don't need guns anyway. They seem to beat the shit out of the bus drivers every time.
Yeah, I'll tell you something about a gun. Somebody pulls a gun on you.
Yeah, go ahead, Ed.
Okay, somebody pulls a gun on you.
Yeah.
If you see a flash within 2 seconds, you're dead.
Okay.
You don't see no flash, they ain't gonna shoot you.
There you go. There's some helpful information.
Yeah.
You see a flash, you're dead. But then again, how would you be able to affirm that or confirm that?
Well, you won't.
Be the last thing you see, motherfucker.
Yeah. What he said, yes.
Kind of like
Michelle said, I wish I could use napalm. Thank you, Michelle.
Napalm.
Welcome back. I wish I could have a flame
poopery,
Helter Skelter. I wish I could have a flamethrower. I love this. Our people are just masterful at mayhem and murder.
Yeah.
The Bean says, fork 'em hard. Yeah, a fork could do, it's a good weapon.
Well, yeah, fork, but don't get no spork that you get from KFC. You just kiss your butt goodbye trying to stab someone with a spork. The half spoon, half fork.
Yeah, but if you grind it down on the sidewalk, you can make it sharp.
Yeah.
Sergio, I would be glad to have you around if you had a gun and somebody was attacking me. You're right. I probably would. But that has nothing to do with me wanting one.
Well, nobody's going to attack you, Irv, anyways, because you got nothing. They already know it.
No.
Yeah.
The only way they're going to attack you is if they hate you.
Yeah.
And most of them already do, and they don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ed.
You're safe, Irv.
Anyway, if they shoot straight, they're going to miss me and it'll go right over my head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
What's your actual height?
I guess
5'3"?
Yeah.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, don't. Well, I guess be careful of taking the bus, especially if you're the bus driver.
Yeah.
In England, I guess, and Cleveland.
Yeah, they got the damn doors on the wrong fucking side of them buses. That's the problem.
Yeah, thank you for putting in the picture, man, of the crazy lady.
Good morning, Iraq. Oh, by the way, Bane Pawns. He says we need to ban mice. Too many homos shoving them up their butts and die.
Who? What? Where? What? You need to ban.
Are you a retard? By the way, are
ban
you like
mice.
one of those retards? Bane Pawns.
For real?
Like some of those guys that look like they got stuck like at a certain age and they never grew up. You ever see that? Like little boys that got old. Are you one of those guys? Because that's about as shitty and stupid as a comment.
Talking about special needs?
What?
Talking about special needs people?
Yeah, are you a special needs guy?
We're all special needs.
Oh, what kind of shit is that? It doesn't even make any sense.
We all have our own special needs.
Yes.
I mean, what the hell is that? Ban mice because they shove them up their butt and die. What is that? Are you supposed to be funny?
Look,
Somebody get a gun and shoot that son of a bitch. With my blessing. But the only time I'll agree to a gun if they just shoot him.
crazy stuff. Craziness.
By the way, Sergio St. James says, read that. I'll leave that to you.
Pussy is dangerous. Ban that shit. Men kill for it. They go crazy and actually makes us slaves. Ban pussy.
What's his name? Got shot in the
Let's
fucking
ban
side
ass.
for it. That guy right kid around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got shot over a woman.
Yeah.
Now he's on a walker for a few months.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Really? AT&T says, Irv, there is a nasty fetish where a small percentage of gay men put gerbils up their asses.
Yeah, it's been known for years.
Yeah, decades.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You never knew that?
No.
Oh God, yeah, no shit.
Give me a
Man,
break.
they did a sketch on that on South Park about like 9-10 years ago, about a decade ago. Where they had like this jerk.
It's awful.
Yeah.
God help them.
Yeah, they've been doing that for years, man.
Talk about craziness.
Talk about rat hole.
Yeah. Speaking of craziness,
Well, look how syphilis got started. Fucking sheep.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's ban waffles.
That's real bad.
Ban Sergio. Let's go. Let's keep banning shit, folks. Let's ban cars. Drunks kill people. Ban alcohol. Kills innocent people by the droves every year. Why don't we ban that?
Yeah, we did that one time. It's called Prohibition. It didn't work.
Pardon me,
Remember
would
that?
you have any Grey Poupon?
Yeah.
That's how Al Capone became rich, remember? The Untouchables. Yes.
Yes,
You wanna catch Capone?
you're right, ATT. They gave me money.
That's the Chicago way. You want to catch Capone? He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends yours to the hospital, you send his to the morgue, and that's the Chicago way, and that's how we'll catch Capone. Here ended the lesson.
By the way,
And we're back.
can you do Alex Baldwin with a gerbil up his butt? The Bean said they removed the bag from his ass. Are you serious? That how he became famous?
What?
Alex Baldwin?
When would he become famous?
Had a gerbil in his bag.
I don't know how he became endearing to everybody. Alex Baldwin. Wasn't he like a cruel husband to that wacko woman he was married to?
Yeah.
What's her name? The one that was in Continental.
LA Confidential. Oh, yeah, Kim Basinger, yes.
Yeah, Kim
She
Basinger.
who went to UGA. Go Dogs.
Isn't he like a weirdo with her? He's got all these brothers. One of them's a religious nutcase, and then he
Yeah.
still does drugs anyway. And
Mm-hmm.
they're all screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of all screwed up, you got a story
Yes,
about
indeed.
somebody that
Yes.
is infamous around here.
Yes, the detective said McDaniel stared like a zombie. A Macon police detective described how murder suspect Stephen McDaniel looked after officers found the torso of his alleged victim at their apartment complex. He was staring off into space like a zombie, quote unquote. The testimony came as a Bibb County judge heard testimony yesterday on pretrial motions filed by McDaniel's defense. McDaniel is accused of murdering Mercer Law classmate Lauren Giddings in June 2011
Yeah.
and dumping her dismembered body. Superior Court Judge S. Philip Brown is hearing the case. A hearing of the motions is expected to last several days. Among the 51 motions, the defense is asking the judge to throw out interviews with McDaniel and items found during several searches of his apartment and car. McDaniel's in the courtroom, also present Giddings' cousin Kathy Mann and the victim's boyfriend David Vandiver. So basically,
All right.
yes.
Well, people know about this more or less.
Mm-hmm.
They know that this guy is a guy that allegedly.
Allegedly killed, basically who was his classmate because they both graduated from Mercer around 2011.
It's funny how it's innocent until proven guilty with a guy like that, but meanwhile everybody else in this town is guilty until you prove you're innocent.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you prove you're innocent, it doesn't really matter because you've already been in jail for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
And
you have to plead guilty in the courts here, folks. That is a standard fare. If not, they say, okay, you're gonna plead innocent. You're gonna sit and frickin' rot in jail for the next 6 months. So you got a choice. You can plead guilty and get out with on probation, or you can plead innocent and you're gonna sit and rot in that frickin' hellhole for as long as we want to, and as long as that scumbag lawyer of yours sits on the case, collects $45 a day just by having your name on his calendar, pretending that he's doing something when in fact he ain't doing shit. Except collecting corporate welfare from poor people, from the government. That's the way it is. I'm serious. In some cities, it takes 1 to 2 years to get your case go to trial. Am I right? I know.
Yeah.
You have to say you're guilty in order to get out. I mean, that's insane. That's the way it is, right? This is the way it is right here in Macon, Georgia, folks. Come here and you're going to be guilty until you prove your ass innocent. And even if you're innocent, you still serve the time, you're still going to have a record, and they're still going to ostracize you and look at you like some freak. Like you don't belong.
You're that right there. That's, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah. I mean, I don't belong. I'm from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm an alien here. I'm like an illegal alien. As a matter of fact, the illegal aliens have a better shot at getting a job here than...
Ouch. E.T. has a better chance of getting a job.
No, we're talking illegal alien.
Oh, okay.
Mira.
Me. That's...
Llama casa. That's phone home. Bang. Llama.
You're supposed to be a Mexican E.T. or something
Yeah,
like that?
well, no. You know, they Mexicans like to call Mexico a lot. They even set up these businesses with all these phone booths. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why that billionaire in Mexico, from Mexico was a billionaire. I mean, he was like $40 billion.
They like bullshit.
Oh, Gary, that's the Gary you talking about. Okay, yeah, okay. I can see that, Diaz. I see that.
Yeah.
I see
By
that.
the way, Sergio, you're right. I'm from Brooklyn and I'm against guns. That is alien. You're right. LOL. LOL MAO. MOUSC.
Yes.
Whatever.
Oh man, don't let that rot your brain. Speaking of brains, there was a study. This is from Fox News.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Brain-eating amoeba was found in water supply in New Orleans suburb.
Wow.
Says scientists have found a rare and deadly amoeba in the water supply of a Louisiana parish.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah, where a child died last month from a brain infection caused by microscopic organisms, according to the state health officials.
Yeah.
Test results from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention confirmed that Naegleria fowleri amoeba was found in 4 locations of the St. Bernard Parish water system. The State Department of Health and Hospitals announced this past last week.
Bye, Michelle. Thank you for stopping by, sweetheart. You're
Yeah.
welcome back anytime.
Yeah, don't be a stranger. Come on back.
Yeah, Rocco's been gone. Well, Rocco may be out there. He just under an assumed name.
Yes.
You've been quiet.
State officials state health officials say that the water is safe to drink, but can pose a risk of infection if amoeba enters a person's nose. St. Bernard Parish, a suburb of New Orleans, started flushing its water lines with additional chlorine last week as a precaution after the state linked the amoeba to the encephalitis death. Thank you. Encephalitis death of a child, a 4-year-old boy from Mississippi who was visiting a home in the parish. The state says residents can also protect themselves by chlorinating their pools and avoid getting water in their nose.
Yes, they say that it forms up here, like in the cavity where between the eyes and the nostril and the brain. So, I don't know who sucks up water all the way up there. To me, that's called drowning, but I guess you can get water up there.
Oh, yeah.
Flush out your nose. Yeah, This is Yoko Ono. Happy birthday. Put that loud, Ed. I love that.
No,
I like Yoko's voice.
You know,
Reminds me
why?
of my own voice.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
You know what? There was a scene in a went kerplunk years ago. I mean, it was a ripoff of Married with Children. It was called Unhappily Ever After. And it was basically this woman was going into the future, and it had newspaper headlines that Yoko Ono imprisoned for life after breaking up the Beatles. I thought that was the most genius. You want to talk about crime against humanity right there. I'm just...
She did brainwash John Lennon, but
You're breaking up the band, Yoko.
he was a strong character guy, but in the end, he was really weak-minded.
Well, yeah, because he was whipped by Yoko. Yoko put that thing on him, I'm guessing.
I mean, I guess he was turned on by the savagery of that woman. She looked like something that came out of
Savagery?
100,000 BC. Like she came out of a cave. The weird hair. She looked like a cave woman.
But I thought,
Very raw, savage looking.
But not to believe in stereotypes, but I thought, at least at that time during the 60s, Asian women were considered docile.
Oh, well, she wasn't Asian. I don't know what the hell
She is Asian. She's Japanese.
I know she is, but she certainly doesn't. She looked like she came out, first it was Godzilla, and then it was her. Like a monster. Like
she's
one of those
Japanese
ancient...
and reptilian.
Yeah, whatever. She looked like a cave woman. With the weird hair. She's a cave woman. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
John Lennon could drag her by the hair and take him with the big club. And
it's going on 9:01.
Drag her on the
9:01 a.m. in
I know a lot of people
Macon,
wanted
Georgia.
to do that. Drag her through the floor and beat her with a club and throw her in a cave.
It's 72 degrees outside of Macon, Georgia, and very, very cloudy. We may have some showers, election day showers. A high of 84 with a low of 65 degrees. You're watching the morning roast live from the Nut House. We'll be right back.
I'll remember that, Nick Al.
Y'all remember Miley Cyrus's new song?
Yeah.
Good morning, Lady K. Oh, Johnny Curry's on too. Good morning, Johnny. Oh, you bitch slapped that guy.
Damn.
That was fun.
Damn.
It almost looked fake. Was he really even hitting him? Like one of those cheap movies, when they make believe they're slapping you and you can tell it's a blooper.
Yeah.
Talking all
Don't
this
be
shit.
caught about no peanut butter. I guess call him a Reese's Pieces dude. I guess.
Donald London's on.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to how many votes you get this morning, Tower?
Yeah.
I certainly am.
Well, speaking of Tower London, were you in the UK recently? Yesterday, there was a story about some people dressed up as clowns terrorizing people and stuff. Were you around there, Ant? Just wondering.
Yeah.
I know. I wish I was.
Saibuki's on. Welcome, Saibuki. Saibuki, we just had Gamer Girl on along with Michelle Stacy. Both of them left, of course. I guess they want to. They're like fine wine. You only get a glass and then they leave. Yeah. Anyway, that was funny.
Yeah.
Guy got bitch slapped after a while.
Yes, he did.
Having a big mouth.
So just make you want to say I may have to bring back my doggone segment. Why my people? Why?
Yeah.
¿Por qué, mi gente? ¿Por qué?
Oh, by the way, did you enjoy the Wrecking Ball video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. I don't know how you picked up these videos, Ed.
Yeah.
Where do you get them from? That was pretty good. And anyone else wants to tag along, you are ready for a fun day. Yes.
No, it's funny and creepy at the
Yes,
same
it's going to
time.
be a fun-filled day. Yeah, well, let's see. Let's see what happens. It wasn't Ant they found a clown scary. By the way, we had a story, Ant, about a clown who's terrorizing people in England. And Ed put up the picture. Guy kind of looks like you. Yeah.
Yes.
What party favors are you bringing?
Dang, Ed, I thought you were gonna play the routine that the Miss America won to get the crown Sunday night.
And he wants to see that Indian girl, Miss America. By the way, they went off on it all over.
Oh yes.
Social media was hating her.
Oh yeah. You would think they would have gotten. You think they would have gotten over that junk ever since Vanessa Williams.
Yeah.
And to tell the truth, Vanessa Williams really didn't look all that black. Truth be told.
Didn't. She would have been what they call a house.
House slave. Yes.
Yeah, house slave.
I mean, she had blonde hair and blue eyes. I mean, I don't know too many
no way.
blue-eyed, blonde-haired black women, and they were, and she was, and she still caught hell.
Yeah.
They're like, jeez. I guess.
Well, I don't know. And by the way, this Miss Couscous, whatever her name is,
Miss Couscous,
the new Miss America.
Yes. Nina Davaluri. That's her name.
Nina Davaluri.
Yes. Yes, I remember. Yes, I memorized her name. Yes.
Yes, of course.
Of course he is.
Yeah, it isn't people hating her. It's the people hating her running a political correctness bullshit. Is she doing that?
Not that I know of. No.
Maybe that's what it is. What I'm getting from ATT here is that they picked her because this is the year of the Indian, I guess. Year of the cat or something.
Master Meatball says India people are the nicest people in the world. Oh, congratulations, Aunt, for not drinking alcohol for over a year. Congratulations to you.
Yeah. Of course, he replaced it with plenty of soda, which has like all this caffeine.
Yes.
He went from one alcoholic drug to another.
From one beverage to another.
Kudos to you.
From alcohol to
You really want to quit drinking? Quit everything. No, quit drinking. Period. Don't have any liquid.
Oh, how you doing, coffee guy? We have both brothers here. How about it?
Yeah.
Both brothers here. We have the coffee guy in
coffee
town,
guy's here?
London.
Oh, great.
Guess you're here to support your brother, Coffee?
Why not? Is he a mod? I don't see him.
He's in purple. Right there.
Oh, there. Hello, coffee guy. Reno
So, Cookie
911
from
got you. Yeah, coffee, man. Let me see. What else?
Hey,
I
if you
came
don't-
in like a wrecking ball. That's how I ended up with my second kid.
I like the video. Okay.
Thank you, Rudy Ford, for.
I get you.
I'm sure your second kid is happy to know that.
So, Boogie, you're going to run for mayor in your town? Hey, go for it, man. It's worth a shot. It's
They
worth
call
a
them
shot.
mayors over there? I thought they call them something else.
You notice how Tara didn't say
Uh-huh.
shit to my response to his stopping drinking for 1 year.
Uh-huh.
Coffee guy says 1 week without caffeine, Anthony. Can you do it? I
mayor,
doubt
man.
it. I doubt it.
No, we can't.
Just like a clown Boogie. Yeah, and a Spartan warrior.
What did I say? You obviously been paying more attention to yourself than what you're saying, and then talking very loudly that you shut me out. But what I said was that, okay, congratulations on not drinking for a year. Every person, you were never an alcoholic anyway, so it's not a big deal. It's like somebody that occasionally sucks on a lollipop, decides not to buy some for a year. Not a big deal. However, let's see you do that with coffee. Let's see you quit coffee for a year. You could never do it.
Blurred lines.
It will drive you right back to drink.
What's up with
I became
Myra?
a binge drinker for about 3 weeks straight, exactly. You're never the
I
big
know
alcoholic.
plastic,
You
yeah.
weren't that wasn't what you were known for.
I
You weren't
tell
an
you,
alcoholic.
doggone Miley says, someone need to tell her, hey, Miley, Michael Jordan's on the phone. He wants his tongue back.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, look. Congratulations on not drinking after a 3-week binge a year ago. What the hell is that? What
What?
kind of celebration do you have for a guy who went on a 3-week binge and then decided to quit a year ago.
Well, maybe he nipped it
I
in
mean,
the bud.
is there anything to celebrate? That's like,
Well, yeah, like what if instead of alcohol, what if it would have been, smack, heroin? Would have been,
What?
Molly.
Molly.
I don't know about that. But what I'm
I like
saying,
woman named like Molly.
what's there to celebrate?
They're not doing it
Really?
anymore. Like I said, if it was crack, you would, or meth,
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be no different. I mean, the thing is,
Now we're talking. Donnie Curry, today is his 17 years sober. But how many years did you drink, Donnie Curry? And does that have to do anything with how you look today? Just saying.
15.
I started young, 15. Okay, well, you see that? Yeah, but were you an occasional binge drinker, or were you a consistent drinker? That you had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to have a drink? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Ha ha ha! That's right, Anthony. You finally picked it up. He's not answering. Donnie, were you an alcoholic in real terms, or were you just a guy that liked to drink a lot? But you can leave it, and you'll be pissed off, and you'll be moody and all that. But you're not salivating for a drink. He was the original Tickle from Moonshine. Remember, God, Donnie has done it all. Yes. Yes, Donnie. By the way, it's Donnie's footprint that's on the moon. And Donnie is the one that said one step for mankind, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Donnie was drunk when he got off that lunar module. He is Curious George. There is not a venture that Donnie has not gone on. Yes, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
He's Curious Don. Yeah, Donnie's done it all. Donnie's like, what's his name? The one that Tom Hanks played.
Big?
No,
Forrest Gump?
the guy with the adventures.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Donnie's Forrest Gump. Thank you, coffee guy.
Me
Coffee
and
guy was
Bubba, we
way
did
ahead of you.
everything. Me and Bubba did
Ah,
everything.
there he is. There's a picture of our infamous friend Donnie Curry. There you go. Our friend. This is before he grew that little goatee that he has now.
Man, you guys.
Donnie Curry.
You guys.
He's about to roll up cigarettes. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend.
Yes.
Tower loves that. Tower loves that. He gets off on shit like that. Yeah, you see, he's ha 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 and all. Oh, let me see. There were more shooters in that tower. Oh, you come out of left field.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Left field, yes.
Yeah, you came out of that tower. Somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Donnie got drunk and came out with the polio vaccine.
Okay.
Helped a lot of people. Yes, Donnie, you came out with the polio vaccine, right? Helped a lot of people.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, not anymore. I make money. I'm smoking Marlboros. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let me see.
Froze up? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We're back.
Okay.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Yeah, I had some.
Anyway, well, we're getting warmed up here. Oh, shit. Are we going right into sports?
Well,
Holy crap. All right, guys, get ready. Get your gas mask on. Breathe. And
whatever. Whatever.
Stay awake. Here we go.
Jeez.
Yeah.
As I was saying, with the pennant race getting close, Atlanta magic number is 4. That means they have to win 4 more games to clinch their National League East division title. They're playing against Washington today. They actually have a doubleheader because of yesterday's game. The 1 o'clock game they were going to have was canceled due to the shooting at the Navy Yard yesterday. So they're going to have a doubleheader, a 1 o'clock, 1:05 p.m. game at Washington, D.C., and another one, I see that. Cover the damn Z's, okay? They have another game, I think, at 1:05 p.m., and then another one, the second game, the doubleheader will be around 4 or 5. So,
all right, Saibuti, enjoy your folding your laundry. He said he's going to do something interesting. Like
yeah.
All right, keep going.
Okay. Right now for the scores, as I said, the Atlanta has a doubleheader later today. The LA Angels beat the Oakland A's, straight pummeling 12-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks beat the Dodgers 2-1. Colorado Rockies over the St. Louis Cardinals 6-2. Cincinnati Reds over the Houston Astros 6-1. Milwaukee Brewers over the Chicago Cubs 6-1. Kansas City Royals over the Cleveland Indians 7-1. Chicago White Sox dominate the Minnesota Twins 12-1. Tampa Bay Rays versus the Texas Rangers 6-2. Detroit defeats Seattle Mariners 4-2. San Diego.
Royals what? Somebody said Royals what?
Kansas City Royals. They beat the Cleveland Indians 7-1. San Diego Padres blanked the Pittsburgh Pirates 2-0, and Philadelphia Phillies defeat the Miami Marlins 12-2. And other sports, as you know, Denver Broncos, Peyton Manning has become the third quarterback in NFL history to pass 60,000 yards, 60,000 career yards. He's the first one to do it since Dan Marino of the Miami Dolphins and Brett Favre of the Green Bay Packers have done it. 60,000 yards, which equals up to 90,000 feet, which is kind of like basically throwing a football over the top of Mount Everest 3 times. So congratulations to Denver Broncos, Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Also, the last night's game that we had, Monday Night Football, the New England Patriots. Oh, excuse me, that's Thursday night's game. Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh can't catch a break. They lost. The Pittsburgh Pirates lost to the Padres, and now the Cincinnati Bengals, the Steelers lost to the Cincinnati Bengals 20-10 on Monday Night Football last night. And also in non-sports, I guess fake sports, Daniel Bryan defeated Randy Orton in the Night of Champions, the WWE pay-per-view special Sunday night. He had to relinquish his title due to a fast count by the referee, Scott Armstrong. I guess he's somewhat related to the late wrestler Bullet Bob Armstrong.
Oh, really?
And Brad Armstrong, who died last year at the age of 51. And he was later fired by Triple H, who's the CEO of the WWE. And it was really kind of sad to see him go. And even the special guest, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, pleaded his case in public, if you will, in front of Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon, to get one of his sons, either Cody Rhodes or Dustin Goldust Rhodes, to come back and wrestle back in the WWE in public, if you will. Because he wined and dined with kings and queens, satin alleys, eating pork and beans. Yes, indeed. Because when you mess with American Dream Dusty Rhodes, you messing with some risky business, Jack. And of course, you know, he started some mess, and they didn't like
one mess,
the suits.
sure.
The corporate people didn't like it. So basically, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon had to make a decision. Said, Dusty, you have to either get knocked the hell out, punched in the face by the Big Show, or get stomped in the wine by the Shield. And since since the Shield with the new young bucks and stuff, they were really gonna let it on the Hall of Famer, Dusty Rhodes. Well, basically, the Big Show was really reluctant to punch Dusty Rhodes in the face, which, of course, Big Show was like 7 feet tall, and Dusty Rhodes, well, you know, he ended up.
What the hell are we talking
He
about?
ended up going in the ambulance.
Oh.
He ended up going to the hospital later that
Oh,
night.
yeah, I nodded out for a minute.
Yes.
All right. Oh,
Yes.
there you go. Oh, look at that. Oh,
And
I love
also-
looking at pictures of Derek.
Yeah, take that crap off. Anyway.
I could do impressions.
Okay.
I could
And
do impressions.
one more story, one more sports related
There's
story,
our
which
buddy DS
everyone should love, everyone should like.
Everyone should love, but if you don't, screw you anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
There we
Time
go.
out
Oh, that's my favorite character.
Yes,
God, that's
I wanted
horrible.
to say that the residents baseball fan luncheon
That
had.
is horrible.
I was trying to find the story.
Yeah.
It
Well,
had.
screw the
I
story.
still.
Look at that picture.
Ew. Goodness,
That's a
I can't
story in itself.
even- Basically, the
Honey Boo Boo.
McNair Academy staffers were honored on the field by the Atlanta Braves this past weekend. The teachers, and along with the several staff members from the McNair Academy, indicator.
I will, Sambu.
Yes, several staff members from the McNair Academy and Decatur were honored Sunday afternoon by the Atlanta Braves for their role in helping prevent the tragedy at the charter school last month. Principal Brian Bolden and the staffers helped escort hundreds of children to safety after a gunman broke in and began firing off rounds on August 20th. DeKalb police said that Michael Brandon Hill was eventually arrested peacefully and charged in the incident, but only after heroic efforts from several of the school staff members helped every child get out unharmed.
Wow.
Sunday, the Braves will invited those school staffers on the field before the game to be recognized by their efforts. And the Braves also invited all McNair Academy students to the game, handing out hundreds of free tickets. And by the way, earlier this month, the McNair Academy students were also honored by the WNBA team, the Atlanta Dream, the women's basketball team, NBA team. So they were honored by both the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Dream. So congratulations to them, to give them happier memories than what they suffered a month earlier.
Happy memory.
And that's all for sports.
Yay!
All right,
Get y'all. Anyway.
Tower, you haven't been keeping up with the Navy all day, but we talked about it extensively this morning. And what can I say? The guy had all the sun. I like
Whatever.
that. That looked better on film, Derek.
Well,
And you like telling him to screw up. Yeah, I'll do the sports tomorrow. That's shooting account. Yeah. Thank you, Plastic. It's good to feel better. Somehow I am feeling somewhat better. I went through this moment of woe is me. Why am I here? Why do I exist? Why
You have a mission.
is a crooked letter?
You have a mission.
yeah.
I have a mission. Yes, I do.
Sense.
And you know what's so funny is all the guys over here and some of my friends, they tell me the same shit. Oh, you're here for a reason. You're here. Well, somebody tell me. I need to
There was
know.
a hole in the Trojan, dude.
Oh, there we go.
A hole in the rubber. That's what happened.
Yeah, stop eating Fruity Pebbles. Actually, I was never a big Fruity Pebbles guy. They got too soggy too quickly. They're too small. So what happened when you put the milk, you had to shove it down your throat.
Yeah, but the thing is,
And
you
now they get
shouldn't
like
put too
mush.
much milk on it because it's gonna. I mean, all cereal is gonna end up soggy either way. Either way. Oh, kind of chocolate. I like Cocoa Pebbles. You know, I just like the way when it turns to milk chocolate. Yeah. Tara London says, one more thing. Did you see yesterday's Telegraph? They had an article about the candidates. And in one sentence, they spelled my name Harris with 3 R's. They do that shit on purpose so that they can try to sabotage me. I called them out on it before. It's a whole propaganda ploy. They do it before the unpopular candidate. It's a setup. It's a setup.
Well,
Coincidence?
Yeah, it's not a coincidence. And by the way, even yesterday, do we really need to double down on that?
Yeah, that was a double one.
Yeah, double down. Check this out, Tower. I was watching the Herbert the Nut Show. Herbert the Nut Show. The Herbert the Nut Show. Herbert the Nut Show. Herbert the Nut, and that's all they say. I mean, whoever wrote that shit is a real freaking genius. Herbert the Nut Show. Herbert the Nut Show. Then they got this old man who's doing the interview. And they didn't mention you, and they didn't mention Paul Bronson. Once again, these are paid scumbags who get on public access television, and without you even realizing it, they are playing propaganda with your frickin' mind. Leaving out two candidates. Mr. Denard, only shows your favoritism to the so-called black elite that are here in Macon, Georgia.
The A-Knock Club.
You know, and your white token friends that you got.
Charles.
I don't get it.
Bronson. Paul Bronson.
Paul Bronson.
Actually,
Because he's well-spoken, as they say, and very smart guy. He's too white to be black for some people.
Yes, because he's articulate like myself.
Exactly.
You know?
They like to keep their black people stupid. I'm gonna run for commissioner.
That's what they want.
Where's the food? Y'all gonna have some
They
food
want
today?
ghetto talk.
Anyway, that's
Anybody that doesn't talk in that ghetto language, you're white.
yes.
Even if you are close to being purple, that's how black you are. There are some people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
C-Jack has a theme song that has his name over it. Well, yeah, kind of like rapper Mike Jones. Mike Jones. You always talk about his name, Mike Jones, you know. So of course he was like cool for about a minute, and all of a sudden, you know, he just went away because he had that chopped and screw type rap type of music, which was really creepy because it sounded all demonic and stuff.
You know what? I think that's what you should have done. Anthony saying some local media mongers have a habit of writing theme songs that go above and beyond the absurd.
Yeah.
He says, C. Jack Ellis has a theme song that says his name over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Denard's seems to be following suit. And by the way, what a rude son of a bitch. I'm talking to Elaine Lucas that day that we were at that church, and he walks up like, Mr. I'm so fucking important, more than you little shit, that I'm going to interrupt your conversation. What a piece of shit. I'll freaking dare you. Walk up to me while I'm talking to Elaine Lucas like you're so goddamn important. How freaking dare you, stupid ass. You didn't think I noticed, you moron? Oh, I'm Mr. Denard. I'm more important than you little shit. How freaking dare you to interrupt my conversation with Elaine Lucas?
Don't be embarrassed.
Stupid ass.
Vote for Ann Harris. Ding.
Yeah.
September 17th.
Yeah, the Anthony B. Harris Show. Anthony B. Harris Show.
Yes, you are hired.
The Anthony B. Harris Show. The Anthony B. Harris Show.
Don't be
The
embarrassed.
Anthony B.
Vote for Ann
Harris
Harris.
Show.
Don't be embarrassed. Vote for Ann Harris.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. A-N-T-H-O-N-E-Y-H-A-R-R-I-S.
That spells anarchy.
Yeah, the Anthony B. Harris Show. The Anthony B. Harris Show. Oh, we could do the other one. What is it? The Hostelo one. You know the Hostelo one?
Do yourself a favor. Listen to me. Call 516-8163. Mike
Costello.
Costello.
Mike Harris. Anthony Harriso. How would you end that though?
Sabuki.
Kind of cuts off. He ain't got an O at the end of his name.
Sabuki. You were wrong, man.
Yeah.
You were wrong, Sabuki. Talk about, oh, feck, how I wish I had sent in that cart abroad. Anyway.
Yeah. For real power, elect tower. I like that.
You still got the address. Just put my name on it.
Oh well.
And we're also taking donations to get Irvin a hearing aid for Christmas.
Yeah. By the way, Anthony, what the hell are you snoring about? Today is your day.
Yeah, man.
You're
Anytime
about to
sleeping.
make history. You're gonna make 3 votes out of this whole thing.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah, it's too late to be sleeping now, and come on, you need to go and get them. Go get that no dose and that Red Bull and that 5-hour energy shot. Come on now, come on.
Yeah, there you go. What are you dressing up as today, Anthony?
Sports.
You know, I'm telling you, that picture has to be a hit with some gay guy.
See, I told you. See, dude.
Oh, speaking of which. Yeah. Oh well.
Look, and vote for Sabuki.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Hey.
Well, believe me, there'll be a lot of people who will say the same thing, except they wouldn't vote for Sabuki. With that costume he has on, I'm sure the gay elite. I'm sure that the ballads of this neighborhood, you know who I'm talking about, right? They're all
Pac-Man.
loving.
Crazy,
They like those
crazy.
pecs. Those big, chunky pecs.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
I might go ahead and ride inside Booty.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Wow.
Wow.
What the hell was that?
That was the Popeye the Sailor Man, the theme song of the comic strip and cartoon character Popeye, featured by King Syndicate.
Sailor Man. Oh, they gotta jazz it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
How would you jazz up the Popeye song?
I don't know.
Don't try it. Don't
No.
try it at home.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I always say.
There you go.
Yes.
Alright, what do you got, Derek? You have anything?
Yeah, I had a couple of animal stories that was just,
Well, we did talk about the goat and the dog invading the thing. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Why don't you tell that story about the little elephant that cried?
yeah.
It broke my heart. You look at that little face and it breaks your heart.
Oh, yeah, it's just so sad. A baby elephant cried for 5 hours after mom attacks and rejects him.
Yeah, it's very sad.
And,
Ready?
yes, ready.
Yeah.
Now we
got
move to
something.
China,
It's gonna
where
break
an
your heart,
inconsolable baby elephant cried for 5 hours after being rejected by his abusive mother. After she tried to stomp him to death, the newborn Zhuang Zhuang sobbed uncontrollably as zookeepers separated him from his mother for safety reasons.
Just
The
tilt
zoo
your head to the
officials hoped
side
it
so
was
you
an
can see
accident
it
when she
straight.
initially stepped on him after he was born at a wildlife park. They proceeded to treat his injuries and return him to the mother, only to witness another horrible attack on the baby elephant. Now, the officials took the traumatized elephant away, who continued to sob for hours upon hours and could not be comforted by the staff. According to a zookeeper, quote, the calf was very upset and he was crying for 5 hours before he could be consoled. He couldn't bear to be parted from his mother, and it was his mother who was trying to kill him. Infanticide, as this is called, can be caused by stress factors like captivity or overcrowding, which can interfere with animals' protective instinct towards their young. However,
Very sad.
Very, very sad. I
Yeah.
could see that coming on.
Neglected.
I could see that on the, on the next Maury.
Well, it's neglected. I mean, it reminds me of the real life story of Dumbo. Remember Dumbo?
Like Dumbo.
Yeah.
A baby elephant
Baby Elf.
neglected by his mother.
She said you don't want me.
Yeah.
They asked the mother,
You're just like your damn daddy.
Join us on the next Maury.
Is that a trunk hanging from your face, or are you just happy to see us?
Neglect.
Dang, you just killed that.
Yeah, it reminds you of Macon, right?
Thanks, man. You just killed the doggone drama, man.
Yeah,
I was going good too.
I did say that. The real life story of Dumbo. You know, there was a Jumbo
Yeah.
that they shot and killed. You remember that? He was a big attraction in the Coney Island amusement park. Somehow he went crazy on a fan and killed some fans. And they had to shoot him.
Yeah.
But, hey.
Nice. Look at that motherfucker. Whoa. Little mini bike, man. Must be doing like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man.
A mini bike,
Man,
man.
A
It was-
mini bike.
Yeah.
But man, but you know, man, I know that's an animal. Come on, but you know, that's some cold-blooded stuff. Yeah, Rudy for someone fed him some crack. Come on now. Someone fed the pill baby elephant.
Ah,
watching you. Well, go pick
it was so sad. You look at his little eyes, he's crying.
Yeah. Somebody help me.
Now he's got to deal with some Chinese guy wiping his mouth.
I don't want you. You look like your damn daddy.
You know, some Steve Wilkos, Jerry Springer, Maury Povich mess. You know that.
That's what the elephant would say.
Yeah, the
But
elephant
by the
mama.
way, did
You're
you
just
see,
like your damn daddy.
did you see Dumbo? They had like these black women elephants, like they were talking about the big.
I didn't want to. Yeah.
Yes, you remember? Yeah, they had like a bunch of Aunt Jemimas and shit on there.
To my girl,
They were so stereotypical.
I heard that. I
Yeah.
heard that his mama was. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's-
That's what.
Yeah,
take a
I
look
mean,
at
come on, yeah,
Dumbo.
that was the most ghetto ass. Yeah, you want to talk about Tower? You want to talk about forget Song of the South that was raised. That Dumbo was raised. Had the damn gospel mama elephants and stuff. Girl, I heard that Jumbo. That's why his head's so big because he messed around with that damn giraffe.
You're
Yeah.
right. Anthony should compile a book and tell the true story how
Yeah.
asshole-ish some of our greatest minds are.
Yeah.
Make sure you're on the cover.
And
by
then
the way.
don't even get me started on the crows in there. To I seen a horse fly, I seen a house fly, but I think I see about everything when I see an elephant fly. Anyway.
Anyway,
We're back.
it is the feel-good story of the day, Rudy Four. Someone fed him some crack. You know. There are too many elephants. They call them in Africa. They what? Call them? That another English word that nobody ever uses? Okay, Coffee, back to the drawing board. Charlie, here in Alaska, a man has pissed at his wife. He was drunk at home brew and killed their 5-year-old son to get back at her.
Oh, jeez.
Did it freeze up on its way out in Alaska?
Oh, kill. Okay. Oh yeah, they do kill. Yeah, they kill elephants. Yes.
Yeah.
For their ivory and stuff. Which is supposed to be, which is illegal, by the way.
You know, by the way, on CNN they had Prince Harry.
Yes.
No, not his
Prince
brother.
William.
William, yeah.
Yeah.
That Prince William, right? And they're showing him some film footage
Yeah.
of his mother.
Mm-hmm.
And, during the time when she was walking around trying to get these mines out and all this crap, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, he's sitting there kind of red-faced, not much expression.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started showing him the film of the animals getting killed
Yeah.
in Africa. And all of a sudden he gets emotion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought that was kind of odd, don't you think? You
Well,
don't
yeah.
cry for your mother, but you're crying for some elephant?
Well, your mother is like,
know.
well,
I'm saying.
well, it's not just after. It's just a delayed reaction.
It's like
It's
some
a delay-
people, they love animals. They love dogs and they love animals, but they can't stand people.
Well, look at the people who messed up, who killed his mom, man. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that he wasn't just at her picture per se. That's a good thing, but it's not exactly the picture of the animal, but just compounded. But preceding that, then you have that plus that compounded together. Yeah, that's gonna make him emotional. Of course, he loves his mother, but you're gonna have that with the animals.
Somehow this sounds like a sermon. All I'm saying,
You know.
all I'm saying is there are some people out there that love animals and they're obsessed with them.
Yes.
And they go crazy about them.
Yeah.
But screw over the human being any day.
Yeah.
Nobody really gives a shit about human beings, especially these animal lovers. They'll do anything. Jump over hoops,
Yeah.
go through fire and all that for a dog. But they won't do the same for a human being. I don't get it.
Well, maybe because in their life, a lot of human beings screw them up. But you know, Lassie, Rin Tin Tin, they've been thick as thieves. You know, they've been tight with each other. You know,
Yeah.
like the dog and the goat. You know, at the hardware store.
Yeah.
Hey, Rex, you want to go get some nails? Yeah, I might give me some nails. How about you? You want to get some hammers and stuff? Yeah, I might get some hammers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what you want to get? I might get.
Yeah, we might get some dog chow, some goat chow, please. Yeah, you get some of that. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I'm just.
What are you talking about? You got a message from Kuzno that I need to see what KKK Annie said about me and Heather on DC's page. I am looking for it, but I can't find it. You know what? Don't worry about Kenny. That guy, he's gonna be like that guy when he's dying. You know, when they keep kicking their feet like they won't go away, like they won't die. They keep having spasms. He's gonna be having spasms in his coffin, jumping up.
Yeah. Well, who knows? I mean, well, I'm just thanks, Plastic for the message. We appreciate it. Appreciate that much. Appreciate Vaughn. I do have another animal story. This one is a lot more happier. It's a much more happier moment. It's not some Jerry Springer or Steve Wilkos moment.
Yeah, orangutan. Oh, by the way, you're right, ATT. Believe me, these PETA people, they want to make it illegal to eat all meat. They have no problem aborting 8-month-old fetuses. Of course not. They don't care. They have their own freaking agenda.
Yeah,
this is the double standard shit that goes on everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I understand what Peter's going. I mean, I understand. Animal people need to take care of their animals domestically and even wild animals and stuff. I'm definitely. I do not condone cruelty, whether by people or by animals.
Or by animals.
By
yeah,
animals.
no doubt about it. I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying,
some people who are obsessed
if
with
you're
it.
gonna talk about keep people from eating meat, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a heck of a case, man, trying to shut down a McDonald's or a Wendy's. I'm just saying, people gotta have their Big Macs,
Yeah.
They
all
and
lose.
quarter pounders.
By the way, we had them in New York when I was running housekeeping. And I was at the Park Central Hotel, the old hotel that Jackie Gleason lived in.
Yeah.
And Martin Landau.
Yeah.
If you guys know Space 1999.
Yeah.
What's the other movie? He was
He was in Ed Wood.
Yeah. And Ed Wood and some other great shows and movies. Martin Landau and Barbara Bain. And anyway, Martin Landau was there. And he was having a cocktail party on this side. And they have Peter on this side. And all of a sudden, we had all these people coming up threatening with bombs and everything.
Oh, yeah, he was in Mission Impossible. Thank you.
And Martin Landau comes out. What an incredible gentleman he was. He was trying to keep things calm. And when people saw him right away, they started backing down. They didn't give a shit. If you were unknown, they would have blown your ass up. But not Martin Landau. He actually saved the day because the people from PETA, the militants, they realized, let's not mess around here. We got somebody that's well known. This shit'll be all over the news. Anything happens to this guy.
True.
So, of course, he and I just hung out in the hallway for about 15 minutes, and then I thanked him. I said, thank you. You're the reason why they stopped.
True.
But it was
That's true.
scary. Those people were out there. Oh, and who were they protesting? It was a fur company Trying to remember. Wilson's House of Suede, Leather, and Fur
Oh, yeah.
in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
So they were bullshitting about the leathers. They were bullshitting about the furs.
Mm-hmm.
And the suede.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
It's an Atlanta number.
I don't know. Maybe Comfy Guy?
Somebody in Atlanta's calling.
Yes.
Hello. Well, I guess they hung up. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. That was the last story we talked about on yesterday's show about Carrie Preston, Making Some Carrie Preston winning an Emmy on episode of the...
Yeah, Carrie Preston, an infamous local star.
Yeah, she won an Emmy for, a guest appearance on the CBS drama The Good Wife. As well as Bob Newhart finally getting his first Emmy Award,
Yeah, for some shitty little part in a show that I hate.
Yeah, The Big Bang Theory.
Ugh.
Or, as I like to call it,
So it's not funny.
Nerdtopia. But,
that show tries way too hard to be funny. It's like that other show, How I Met Your Mother. Like, oh my... How did
I thought you were gonna say 2.5 Men, because 2.5 Men and
that's another one.
And The Big Bang Theory are both produced by the same guy, Chuck Lorre.
I mean, it's just far-fetched ideas that come out. You got some nerd just out of college who hasn't even experienced life yet. They think they know it all. They come up with these stupid-ass, asinine ideas on how to make a show. They think that it's, that's ingenious, when in fact it's about as shallow. Like Shallow Hal is another one. I mean, what was so funny about that movie?
Yeah, basically...
I don't even like Jack Black.
That's
That guy's
probably
annoying.
why.
He's like trying to force him. I feel like he violates my space.
See, that's why. Yeah, you didn't like the movie. You just don't like Jack Black.
I know. I
See,
don't. It's
I
like,
know,
who
yeah.
died and left you, boys?
That's like-
Why
that's
are you
like-
all over my face now? You
It's
scumbag.
just like I don't like seeing John or Nicholas Turturro in Spike Lee films. I mean, I can see him in other stuff. I just don't like seeing him in Spike Lee, because every time I see John Turturro, I always keep thinking of Pino from Do the Right Thing. It's like that. Son of a,
I mean,
I don't have no problem watching him in Coen Brothers films like, Old Brother, Where Art Thou, and Barton Fink and all that stuff. But whenever I see John Turturro in the Spike Lee films, it's like Republicans seeing Al Sharpton walking in the room. Like, who brought this little in here?
Yeah.
Who brought this SOB in this room? It's saying I know some black women who don't like Lethal Weapon movies. They don't like Danny Glover at all. They will not watch any Danny Glover movie.
This is the Danny Glover of
the actor, not the politician.
not the
here.
politician. Everybody
yeah.
likes Danny Glover here. He's a nice kid.
But for some reason, I know some sisters back in college, and even now, they don't like Danny Glover in any movie simply because he played Mr. in The Color Purple. That's
Big
the reason
Ant
why.
as your next mayor. He twerked with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, he knows that I like. By the way, yes, I don't like. I used to like Michael J. Fox, but
He's just annoying short guy.
yeah,
right?
he just shakes me up now. He just
Yes.
he just rattles my bones. Like
You're
like,
just
why
another
do these
short guy
people
that gets
wanna
on my
force
nerves.
themselves on you. It's almost like television rape or some shit. They force themselves on you. It's like, I don't want to watch you. I don't want to see you. Why are you on my channel?
That's why they have a remote control.
Yeah, well, and no. This is the hard shit about this. When you see the guy on one channel, all of a sudden you'll switch and they got the same guy in another movie on another channel. I mean, it's like,
Well, I don't know if they plan it that way. I mean, basically.
I think they do. I think it's the PR people
Basically. Well,
that are behind it.
Puerto Ricans?
Yeah.
PR people.
What have Puerto Ricans got to do with it?
Go figure. Well, see, this weekend, this weekend, Bounce TV, the channel that you can get on antenna, they had Brown Sugar Saturday Night. They had like a Pam Grier double feature. I was able to.
Well, I'm going to tell you something about Bounce TV.
Mhm.
Every one of their movies has a black actor or actress as the star.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a brother channel.
Yeah, this is a brother channel.
I liked it. I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched it when I stayed at friends.
Yeah.
Except I got tired of seeing the same movies every week.
Yeah, they
Don't
keep
change
playing
it.
Passenger 57 every 3 weeks for some reason. They love Passenger 57. You know. so-
What that? Uptown Comedy. That was funny.
Oh yeah. Oh, they had Saturday night. They had the double. They had a Pam Grier double feature. Then they had a double dose of Denzel double feature Sunday night because they had two thrills. They had
That's what I'm talking about.
that Pelican Brief and the Manchurian Candidate.
Well, and both of them are great movies. I like Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Halle Berry. I mean, I don't. I don't find to be all that. Everybody's like, oh, we love Halle Berry, oh, this and that. It's like,
No, they just like her
on.
because she's hot.
give me a
but,
break.
you know.
Brandy does a better job of telling her story.
The cow, you wrong. You wrong. Derek loves the Big Bang Theory because the main character was dating an Indian
Yeah,
girl.
that's true. And she's smart. Well spoken.
Well, aside from that, but
He like the
You watched Royal Pains, right?
yeah.
You know.
Watch-
Yes, the original one is
Yes,
better.
yes,
I will say that.
You watch that too.
The original Manchurian Candidate is a better movie, no doubt about
Yeah.
it. Frank Sinatra was in that.
Mm.
Yeah, he was good. That boy can act.
Oh yes.
Frank who?
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
You know, from one of the members of the Rat Pack. You know,
Is he
that
still alive?
Well, none of them are alive now.
No, he's decomposing now.
Yes, yeah, the great. They were
Wow.
like
Beethoven.
they were like the boy. They were like the pre-boy band. You know, prior to the the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. They consisted of Frank Sinatra, Joey Bishop, Peter
Peter something.
Peter something.
Peter Eater.
Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Yeah. The Womb Beater. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
And Sammy Davis
my
Jr., the
dad
black-
loved John Wayne. John Wayne
Mm-hmm.
was a big freaking deal. By the way, do you know that John Wayne was the original choice for Gunsmoke?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he wouldn't take it. That's why they picked an actor that kind of reminded you of John Wayne.
James
Big,
Arness.
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Arness. Yeah, Peter Lawton. Thank you. Thank you, coffee guy. Peter Lawton. Matter of fact,
Peter Lawton.
yeah, actually, I have a poster that on my wall, framed poster of
Peter Lawton.
the Rat Pack, where they're like, just chilling out, playing some pool and stuff. I thought, it was a really cool poster to put on my wall because it's a place to relax and lounge. That's what a den is supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel at home. But
It wasn't Peter Lorre, was it?
no, Peter. No, there was Peter Lawton. I had it mixed up with another Peter.
That was one is Peter Lorre. What was the movie where Denzel played a bodyguard in Mexico? That was
I want to say Man of Honor or something like that. I saw it a couple of weeks ago.
I love Patrick Wayne.
Man on Fire.
Game show
Man on
host,
Fire, I
Paul,
think it is.
excellent. Patrick Wayne was John Wayne's son. Yeah. Boy, he couldn't fit in his father's shoes. He can never do that.
Well, no one can, man.
Yeah.
There's only one John Wayne. There's one Jack Nicholson.
The Good, the Bad, and the
One
Schmelling. Great movie. I am being facetious. Yeah. Sorry, Rudy. I mentioned Denzel could have won more awards and got a race warning.
Yeah, he really could have gotten. He really could have gotten. I bet if there was another director, if there was another director who directed the movie Malcolm X besides Spike Lee, Denzel probably would have won the Oscar. even though his biggest competition was Al Pacino, but Al Pacino has been denied so many times, from the three Godfather movies, so they had to give Al Pacino his,
By the way, Nikhil, when it comes to Ronald Reagan's son, I mean, John Wayne's son was good looking. Ronald Reagan's son is hideous. He looks like a turtle, doesn't he?
A turtle.
Kind of reminds me of a turtle face.
Oh,
Like, dum, 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 dum. He's as smart as a whip. But he does look like a turtle, doesn't he? Every time I see him.
And you crazy, man.
I think it's a tortoise in the hair. Running the race. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll beat you, Bunny Rabbit. Exactly. Exactly, Nicole. He does look like a freaking turtle.
Oh, yep, I'm gonna beat you, Bunny Rabbit. Yep, I'm gonna beat you in another race. Oh,
My dad was the greatest president in the history of humanity.
Yeah, according to Rush Limbaugh.
He also lost his mind in the end.
Yeah. Also, well, in this hour, do you want me to maybe end it on this, or we have this for the very last story?
Yeah, the orangutan?
Yes.
Why not? Let's go from
Zoo
a turtle
officials-
to an orangutan.
Yeah, zoo officials say that a Bornean orangutan infant born on Saturday appears to be healthy and is doing well in his mother's care. Zoo spokeswoman Keisha Hines says the male infant was born to 21-year-old Miri. The adult orangutan was expected to be exploring the zoo's outside Asian forest habitat this week. Hines says with 14 individuals, the zoo is home to America's largest zoological collection of orangutans. The infant's father, 20-year-old Sulango, is now living in the Columbus Zoo at the recommendation of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, orangutan species
This is
survival
horrible.
plan. So basically, Hines says Bornean orangutans are considered endangered and are subject to serious population decline because of the gradual loss of their natural habitat, of deforestation of their habitat. Very sad.
Exciting news. There you go.
And there we go. We got 2 hours down and 1 to go. 2 more and 1 to go. It's 10 o'clock right now, getting close to 10:01. You're watching the Morning Roast live from the Bunkhouse with Irv, Ed, and DB. Stick around and check us out. Don't touch that dial or mouse or remote.
Or yourself.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
We'll be-
especially, where is he? Emo masturbator. Watch that. And infected penis,
This is
don't
for
forget.
Derek.
You know, this
Dang,
isn't
Dave.
big news to us. We actually have a guy that wears shorts like that
Yeah.
every day.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this guy is better looking, believe it or not,
Oh, really?
than the one that we have to put up with.
Oh,
A really nice guy, but dang.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. He's your buddy. Yeah.
In the house.
Yeah, he's in the house.
Hello, Rosalind Nicole. How are you?
Hi, Rosalind.
Woo!
Welcome back. Where the hell you been?
Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Hanging out at Walmart's too long.
It's 10:09. Believe it or not, it's 10:09.
Already
Watching.
there.
Yes, you're watching the Morning Roast live from the Nut House in adjacent downtown Macon, Georgia, with Irv and DB. It's 69 degrees.
Well, I cannot give up the opportunity to say hello to everybody because we got a nice full house here today. We got
Yes.
49 viewers right now as we speak. And I'm going to read some of the lists and you're going to read the rest. Is that okay?
Yeah, go right
If
ahead.
not, then fuck all these. Alright. Saibuki. DS Photo Guy. We got my Nutsitch, Nicole 3000, Plastic Canvas, Rosa Nicole, Rudy 4, and Yurak Wildcat, who are our moderators today.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Our chatters are, Derek?
Our chatters are
Aquifa Stankin.
yeah, Quifa Stangen, ATT, Emo Masturbating, Fartin, Harry Boner, Helter Skelter 20, Infected Penis, Kettle Corn, Kiwi Guy,
Lady K,
Manny, Master
Master
Meatball,
Meatball,
Mike Banning, Onion Rings, Radio Mac, Rush 2929, Smell My Finger, The Brothers, The Coffee Guy and Tower of London, Watchdog 1, and Zappa 1.
Wow, we got them all right here. Everybody's left all the other channels just to come and hang out with us. We're now at 50, by the way.
Yes.
50 views.
Hoorah.
There's 50 of you schmucks out there. Talk about it.
Wow,
Well-
that's a good one, Ed. I like that one. That was a good one.
So now
Says
that we
that-
have 50 viewers, captive audience for a bit,
Yeah.
let's come up with some stories that are interesting.
Okay. I was
For
just.
God's sake.
I just like what Aunt Tara Linda says. Eric supports my run like those short support his nuts. Yes.
Yeah. Like I said,
Work on
we're
your timing.
gonna lose these people.
Yes.
Let's come up with interesting shit.
I got something right here.
Yeah.
from
Let's double
Black
down
Man
on
Vince.
interesting.
There's a Florida man, age 51, arrested for a chicken wing assault on his wife.
Oh, come on.
Seriously, it says.
Are you shitting me?
From the
This is
smoking
the best
gun.
that we can come up with.
Well, this is a good, nice one to start off. It says, after a Manatee
Ah.
County Sheriff's Office deputy arrived at the Wingate Road residence, this guy...
Wingate.
Yeah, Wingate Road. I guess it must be like one of those gated communities. This guy named Patrick, who appeared to be enjoying a glass of wine, explained that he was tired of the marriage and all the fighting, so he tried to leave only to be stopped by Darlene, his wife. When Darlene wouldn't leave him alone, Patrick got mad and threw a bowl of chicken wings at her, according to an investigator.
And that makes news.
Yeah.
That shit happens like how many multiple times a day?
Well, of course, it's so common. As one guy commented, he says, 100 million battered women in the U.S. and I've been eating mine plain all these years.
I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. Why does that one in particular make the news?
Because he threw some wings at her.
That shit has happened. I'm sure this
Throwing
isn't the
food?
first time in the history of humanity. Since before Yoko Ono was a cave woman,
Okay.
that chicken wings have been thrown at somebody.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's happened multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the
Why
first time
all
they had
of a
food
sudden?
fight. But I guess you thought, at a spat, you think it would just escalate to something like, you think food would be the last thing.
No.
Yeah.
You know what this is all about? This is a conspiracy, folks. What it is, you got these scumbag little writers that want to make a name for themselves. And there's nothing interesting going on in their life.
Yeah.
So they come up with these bullshit stories that have no importance. But just like these actors on these crazy ass piece of crap shows that are of no importance, like How I Met Your Mother and Big Bang Theory and 30 Rock, all these nonsensical, irrelevant, doesn't make any sense piece of shit shows. They are now leaking over into the stories that make America tick. And now we're writing stories about somebody throwing frickin' chicken wings at somebody. Like, who gives a flying shit about...
Well, someone gives a damn about a flying wing, not a flying shit.
I mean, come on, folks. Could we not come up with more interesting stories?
Well, Uric Wildcat threw a picture of Ice-T at his sister one time when they were kids. So.
I mean, who cares?
Ah, man.
Yeah, write a blog. Oh, by the way, there's that show, a dog with a blog, or a blog with a dog, or some bullshit about some dog who has a blog. I'm telling you, humanity, we are going to hell. We are our own ruin. There is a meteor that's sitting right behind the sun that we don't see. Because we are so stupid, we don't see beyond ourselves.
Basically,
Wait, no.
It's ready
We had a talking horse, Mr. Ed.
Uh-huh.
We had a guy that shot antennas out of his fucking head.
Yeah, my favorite Martian, yeah.
Alright. I mean, come on, Irvin. We had some skinny little nerd stuck on some island with a hot little farmer's daughter.
No,
Oh, it's about Gilligan?
Uric has a good one. Now you see, I can read that story.
Yeah.
My dad threw a thing of mustard at me, and it missed me and hit the wall, and the mustard squirted up onto the ceiling.
Cool.
That That is one hard throw your daddy had.
Sure did. Sure was, man.
He really wanted to.
Made your
Cover
ceiling.
you
Made
in
your
mustard.
ceiling. First it was a ceiling. Now it's a Jackson Pollock painting. Wow.
Oh, well. I once put my sister in a suitcase and shoved it down the stairs. Now, that's funny, Rudy.
Wow.
Yeah, there is a comet coming in November. I can't wait for there to be a hurricane named Irv. Yeah. Hurricane Irv.
They'll be coming in and you'll be coming down to Earth tonight.
Yeah, whatever. I piss him off about something. You still can't figure it out. What you piss him off about? You didn't use enough mayonnaise on the sandwich. Yeah. I once tied a friend to a chair and made him watch Warlord 2. Now that is torture.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't.
Some of these movies
haven't
are
watched
awful.
Highlander 2. How about that?
You know,
No,
I'm telling
Belly.
you.
Haven't watched Belly. That's a waste. That is a waste of DVD info right there.
By the way, my brother and I used to have boxing matches in the house, full rounds and clog. That explains a lot, Anthony.
Talking about some food, I got another story to follow up that. Here's something better.
Yeah.
Here's your wing dang doodle of the hour right here.
Hopefully.
Citizen
You've been batting 100 with these interesting stories.
batting 100. Dang, not even 1,000 or 500.
Oh, no.
Batting 100. Sheesh. Jeez, I must get
then
beamed with the ball.
We got so many walks over here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sentencing scheduled in $6 million food stamp fraud case right here.
$6 million.
Yes, on a summer day in 2010, Wilkinson County deputies were called because 4 children were spotted wandering around in Toomsboro during the wee hours of the morning. When deputies arrived, they found the children were at a neighbor's house and their mother was at the family's double-wide trailer. She was high on meth. We looked around the house and there was no food, Sheriff Deputy Heath Bott says. The mother told deputies she had left her electronic benefit transfer, her EBT card, at a local store where she used it to borrow money. Yeah. The deputies discovered sparked more than 6-month-long investigation that uncovered one of the largest food stamp fraud cases in Georgia history. Like the more than 1,900 people who officials say frequented 2 small Wilkinson County grocery stores, the mother borrowed money from her EBT card, swiping the cards for cash instead of the food for which they're intended. The stores pocketed a profit between 30 and 45%.
Oh, yeah, that shit's going on everywhere.
A multi-agency investigation found that the store owners, Eugene Shinholster and Alfred Boyd, raked in a combined $6 million in fraudulent business.
And you know what? This is happening everywhere, folks. You go into these, that girl that was dancing around Miss America?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you go to the stores that are owned by folks like that, who dance around in glee, you'll find out that they're doing this food stamp
Foxtrot.
fraud.
The food stamp
Yeah,
fraud.
well, you go in and you pay a little extra and they take it off your food stamp money.
Mm.
Like
Wow.
they double down and shit like that.
Both have pleaded guilty to federal charges. Shinholster, who is 77, is scheduled to be sentenced Wednesday, tomorrow, on charges of food stamp program fraud and money laundering. He could face as many as 20 years in prison for each charge, in addition to fines and possible restitution, according to federal court records.
Yeah.
Boyd's sentencing is scheduled for next month.
Yep.
Wow. $6 million.
No, it's not a conspiracy. This is a fact. This happens everywhere.
$6 million in
But $6 million is a lot.
Yes. Food stamps?
Well, what they were doing was probably doubling down. So if you buy, let's say you want to buy beer.
Yeah.
And the beer is $1.49.
Mm-hmm.
They usually double it. They say, all right,
So it'd be
$3 out of your food stamp.
And you're talking about, you say you get like maybe 100 people go to your store every day and say that for a year.
Yeah, and they all have an EBT card.
Yeah.
Been happening for years. And before, they were taking the paper. Remember the old paper food stamp?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Better looking than Monopoly money.
Yeah.
It felt like real money.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, just food money.
Yeah.
They eliminated that. Now they have these credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
you know, an EBT card. They go in and they say, give me a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, yes.
And they're $5 or they charge $10. Or they charge half of that. It's a whole scheme. They all know it.
Yeah.
That's how they get their tax money. They make all that extra money and they throw it on the side and then they pay whatever tax they want to pay.
You know, you can't campaign today, can you? You want to know if you want to stand around, be out. If you wanted to be outstanding
Yeah.
with him today.
He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
Right now,
I mean, this is the last day to campaign.
It's
Anyway.
the last day, and we just had this morning. We had
Well,
Jack
you
Ellis
say
guys
you
out
can't-
there hanging out.
So one of you guys said you can't campaign today, or somebody.
Oh yeah, you can't. You really well. Actually the candidates cannot campaign today. They can get volunteers to do it, but the candidates
Well,
Wait a
themselves.
minute, so when the hell did that law come into play? I think the candidate cannot campaign by the election office.
Oh.
They cannot be anywhere
Well,
near
that's
that election
150
office.
feet.
and that's
150.
any time though.
150 feet from the polling place. Thank you,
Okay.
Anthony.
I stand
Damn it,
corrected.
Derek, get your facts straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's horrible. That's worse than Egypt.
Yeah.
I believed it. You know, hey.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can.
Thank you,
can.
Satan. Thank you, Satan.
We're checking yet. We're checking yet.
Thank you.
Sasha Malia, go home. Sasha Malia, go to bed.
You know, the only guy that would be hated even more than President Obama is hated by the white elites in Washington would be Anthony Harris here in Macon, Georgia. He would be the most hated mayor. And then, of course, he would have his
Why? Because he
supporters.
dressed up like a
He would have his supporters. Not that anyone would stand up and say anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, am I right, Anthony? You would be like worse than Obama. Matter of fact, why don't you paint
So
yourself
who's the
in
favorite
blackface and you'll be
race?
accepted more.
Oh please! If you painted, man, you ask, man, that's a death wish, man. Are you crazy?
No, but I didn't know. In this town, are you kidding me?
Put on blackface.
I know, they
man.
almost beat the hell out of him because he was dressed as a monkey. They were
Yeah.
asking him, you're not being racist, are you? Because I got a gun over here that I carry illegally. I'm going to shoot your ass.
They would try to
Get away with it.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised one of the candidates have a T-shirt that says "Recall Harris." You know that type of
Yeah, fire Harris.
Cause he's not kind.
He played Spider-Man.
Remove Harris, and then on the in the back it would say fire Harris.
Yeah.
I think that is time for our daily bread.
Really? Been
I
a
don't
fan
know
of
why.
Planet of the Apes.
I just thought of that.
I know.
We got to get away from this monkey business
Good one.
that we've been talking
Monkey
about.
business stars, yeah.
And get down to the real deal of, well, we need to see some familiar faces as opposed to monkey faces.
Okay.
Right, Anthony?
Yeah.
Right, Anthony? Right,
Yeah.
Anthony? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so-
we look so much alike, yes.
Yeah, you guys are starting to look alike.
Practically twins.
But, today's Daily Bread, believe it or not, isn't this funny? This is a 19 factor, Anthony. This will make you believe in God right now. Even being an atheist like you. Supposedly atheist. I still don't believe it. But seeing God in familiar places. Seeing God in familiar places. Written by Joe Stowell.
Okay.
You get free press there, Joe Stowell.
Yeah.
For September 17, 2013. And this is written by him, so it's not me, although I'm going to sound like it's me, but it's not me, it's him.
Yeah.
Because of where I live, according to the writer, I'm treated to spectacular displays of the magnificent creative glory of God. I want to know where this guy lives. I want to know where this guy lives. Anyway, recently on a drive through the woods, I was stuck with a breathtaking display of deep, rich reds and a variety of yellow that decorated the trees of autumn. Sounds like that artwork over by the Otis Redding park there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you look up, you see bright orange and bright color. All artfully arranged against a backdrop of a brilliant blue sky. And soon as the temperatures plummeted, the winter blows in, I'll be reminded that no two snowflakes are ever the same as they pile on top of one another to create a rolling landscape of pristine white drifts. You know what? I want to know where this guy lives, where he puts his mind on like mundane crap like that, like wondering, and realize, wow, no two snowflakes are alike.
Yes.
God, well, he must be a monk. I mean, who has time to think about that?
Monks.
All I'm worried about is that snow's gonna turn to mud. Oh, sorry guys. Anyway, as soon as the temperatures plummet and the wind blows in, I'll be reminded that no two snowflakes are ever the same, and they pile on top of one another to create rolling landscape and pristine white drifts. After that will come the miracle of spring, when that which seemed hopelessly dead bursts into life with buds and blossoms that will grace the meadows with its multiplicity of color. Wherever we look in the world around us, we see evidence that the whole earth is full of His glory. Isaiah 6, chapter 6, verse 3. What is amazing is that the creation that surrounds us is damaged by sin. Romans 8, 18 through 22. Yet God has seen fit to grace our fallen landscape with these loving brushstrokes of His creative hand. It serves as a daily reminder that the beauty of His grace covers our sin, and that His love for that which is fallen is always available to us. Lord, may we never be mindful, we ever be mindful, rather, of Your grace and love in all that surrounds us. Thank You for making Yourself visible through the beauty of Your creation. Teach us to look beyond the beauty to see Your hand at work. Never pass up an opportunity to enjoy nature's beauty. It's the handwriting of God. And your Bible read for today in Isaiah 6, verse 3. The whole earth is full of His glory. There you have it.
And
Daily bread for today.
Thank you very much. It's a wonderful day.
Out?
No, it's not raining.
Oh.
Not yet. But it's quite
Kind of
cloudy.
rain here in the window.
But since you know September, before I go on certain birthdays, I wanted to remind everyone that September 17th is also the day the U.S. Constitution was ratified in 1787. Also, there were other events that happened on September 17th. Actually,
I remember that day well.
in 1862, George B. McClellan halts the northward drive of Robert E. Lee's Confederate Army in the single-day Battle of Antietam, which is known as the bloodiest day in American history, or at least on American soil at that time. The Wright Flyer, in 1908, the Wright Flyer flown by Orville Wright with Lieutenant Thomas Selfridge as passenger crashes, killing Selfridge. Selfridge became the first airplane fatality.
Yes.
In 1908. In 1957, Malaysia joins the United Nations on this day. In 1976, the first space shuttle, Enterprise, is unveiled by NASA.
Wow. Oh, by the way, and yesterday, of course, the Concorde Concordia, or whatever, got uprighted, finally.
Mm-hmm.
Big.
They got it up.
Speaking of vessels.
It died up. They still haven't found the two bodies that were probably
turned
eaten
into
by sharks by
eaten
now.
by sharks will probably turn into
They gotta
coral
look for the
reefs right
shit
now.
on the ground now.
Yeah,
Find the shark shit and you'll find a person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, also on this day,
shark shit.
yeah,
Yeah. Shark
September 17th. Also, remember, people, all this controversy going on with the current Miss America, Nina Davaluri.
shit. No. I
On
know
this
that.
day 30 years ago,
Yeah.
on this day 30 years ago, which I definitely remember well because I was in the 9th grade, Vanessa Williams becomes the first black Miss America. And also the...
What made her controversial was that she had some sex or soft porn pics.
Well, she has some, soft porn pictures on Penthouse magazine.
Yeah.
And even though still, it was kind of weird that, she's also the first Miss America to lose her crown too. So
She was in that movie like it was like a remake of Ebenezer Scrooge.
yeah, it was supposed to be like a female version of Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah, but it's a horrible actor.
Yeah, it was on Lifetime. Oxygen
It was
Network Lifetime
stupid.
shows that. Yeah, but it
She
was
tried
it was
too hard to be
female-based.
mean. All she had to do was just be her. She would have been a Scrooge.
Dang, man, you just get that's kind of cold, man.
Have you seen her?
Yeah, I've
she
seen her.
looks very high maintenance, like a real pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah,
How many husbands does she have?
I don't know, maybe 2.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't know. Nobody knows. Was she ever married?
Well, yeah, she was married. She was
Yeah,
married.
I wouldn't want to marry.
was married
that.
at least
it's
twice.
too much. Too much drama. It's like that guy in the store when he beat the hell out of that guy. That guy was too dramatic.
Peanut
No
butter.
wonder he got his ass kicked. Yeah.
Yes, she was. Yeah, actually,
After a while.
She turned 50 years old. Actually, by the way, earlier this year, back March 18th.
Yeah.
Vanessa Williams. She was the first black woman to win Miss America, and also the first one to lose it.
Yeah.
Lose the title. She was. Let's see. What she was married to? She was married. I know she was married at least twice. That I do know.
Speaking of Vanna White, she got old.
Yeah. She was married to her public relations consultant Ramon Hervey II from 1987
married.
to 1997, and
From what year to what year?
from 1987 to 1997.
10 years.
Yes, and her second marriage was to NBA player Rick Fox. They married from September 1999, and then they were divorced in August 2004.
Yes, I do have a few gray hairs in my beard.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, she was married at least twice. Speaking of
Wow.
which, talk about some. Well, since I got already, talk about some September 17th famous birthdays.
All right, happy birthday to, and make sure please say that people that we know
I'm
and,
sure you know.
and give a shit about whether it's their birthday
Hank
or not.
Williams Sr.,
There.
who was born on this day, September 17th in 1923, died in 1953. He was born Hiram King Williams, legendary country star, released 35 top 10 singles in the Billboard Country and Western Bestsellers chart. The father of Hank Williams Jr.
Isn't that funny how
Yeah.
the father was so clean cut and then his son comes out
Those
looking like
beard-
one of the Duck Dynasty guys?
Yeah,
How did that happen?
who knows, man? Who knows? He would have been
Son's
90.
all
He would have been
dirty and yuck.
He would have been 90 years old today if he was still alive. Jimmy Johnson, a NASCAR race driver, won 4 consecutive Sprint Cup championships. He turns 38 years
The
old.
guy everyone loves to hate.
Yes. John Ritter, the late John Ritter, who was born in 1948, died in 2003. He would have been 65 years old today.
Wow.
Best known
Come
as
and knock on my door. Well,
yeah.
he's been knocking on that door for a while now.
Yes. Best known as Jack Tripper from Three's Company and son of the late Western actor Tex Ritter. Oh, yes, Cassandra Elvira Peterson, the woman known the curvy mistress of the dark who hosted classic horror films on TV. Best known as Elvira. She turned 62 years old.
Elvira.
Yep. Hoom papa, mow,
She
that.
looked better without all
Yes.
that makeup.
Yes, she does. Yes. Phil Jackson. Everyone should know him. key reserve for the New York Knicks championship team in 1973, who went on to become legendary head coach of the Chicago Bulls of the 90s and the Lakers, the winningest NBA coach in history, winning 11 championship rings with the LA Lakers and the Chicago Bulls.
Well, that's old news, but I got some good news for you right now. AT&T says he's going to make a profile of you on Craigslist, and we can find you a rich MILF in about a month.
Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, help him out.
We heard a whole bunch of stuff, man. I heard stuff. I don't know about Craigslist, man. Crazy stuff. Rasheed Wallace, legendary NBA big man who won the NBA title for the Pistons in 2004 and number 4 overall pick in the 1995 NBA draft. He turns 39 years old today. Kyle Chandler, best known as Coach Eric Taylor on the television series Friday Night Lights. He turns 48 years old today. Matter of fact, you just mentioned this. Denise Tantz, who plays Jennifer on Nickelodeon's Big Time Rush and also stars in the 2013 series Dog with a Blog.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, she turns 19 years old today. 19 years old. Roddy McDowell, who would believe, haven't heard this name in a while, accomplished actor who played Cornelius in Planet of the Apes. He died in 1998, 15 years ago. Yeah. He would have been 85 years old today.
Wow.
Roddy McDowell, who played Cornelius.
Rest in peace, McDowell.
Also, Malik Yoba.
Yes, that's that guy from
New York Undercover. Played the character J.C. Williams, NYPD detective, opposite of Michael De Lorenzo.
Yeah, he could have been a contender, but he became overweight. He was good looking at the cop.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he bloated.
Yeah, kind of a little chunky. Yeah, Malik Yoba, he turns 46 years old today.
He didn't clean up too well. Yeah.
Narendra Modi, Chief Minister of the Indian state of Gujarat, became the longest-serving Chief Minister in Gujarat history from India.
Baby.
He turns 63 years old today.
Is she alive?
Yes, still alive. Nate Berkus, design expert who hosted the Nate Berkus Show. He turns 42 years old today.
Anne Bancroft.
Yes, the
legendary wife actress of
Mel Brooks. Yes, won Best Actress as Annie Sullivan in The Miracle Worker. She was born in 1931. This would have been her 82nd birthday. She died in 2005.
Oh, and well, of course, we have someone who always has his hand
of someone's behind
in some very interesting projects.
Yes, Kevin Clash, American voice actor and puppeteer, best known for bringing life to Elmo and Clifford the Big Red Dog on PBS.
Yeah, he tickled a lot of.
That tickles. Yes, he's 53 years old today, Kevin Clash. Nia Sharma, up-and-coming Indian TV actress, starred in Khyal Ek Agrish Parishka and El Khazron Main Meri Benahe. She turns 23 years old. Dougie Fresh, the legendary rapper.
Dougie Fresh.
Producer, and the human beatboxer gained fame for his unique rapping abilities and prowess, who turns 47 years old today. Doug E. Fresh.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee, famous Korean-American actor, Asian actor, and comedian, known for his memorable sketches on Mad TV. He turns 41 years old today. Yes, indeed.
I'm with you, Harry.
B.B. Winans, American gospel singer who's made a total of 17 albums since 1984, turns 51 years old.
I pick out some people that are famous.
Famous? Okay. Baz Luhrmann, director Romeo and Juliet and Moulin Rouge. He turns 51.
All right. That's
hey,
famous.
You wanted a famous guy?
I forgot who I'm asking. You know the names of like the most mundane actors that ever lived.
Mundane.
Like the actor that nobody gives a crap about. He knows.
Which one? There's a lot of.
Exactly. That's the point.
Okay, Bryan Singer, director recognized for his work on Superman Returns and X-Men, film director.
Yeah.
He turns 48 years old.
Big deal.
Orlando Cepeda,
yeah.
11-time Major League Baseball All-Star first baseman, was named National League MVP in 1967. He turned 76 years old today. Nona Gaye, the daughter of the late Motown legend Marvin Gaye, actress and singer who played in the role of Z in the science fiction The Matrix Reloaded alongside Keanu Reeves. She turns 39 years old today. And Davis Suter, Davis Souter served as an associate justice at the U.S. Supreme Court from 1990 to 2009, appointed by the first George Bush. He turned 74 years old today.
Wow.
You got to know at least that guy. I know
All right,
that.
who was in Ice Station Zebra?
Huh?
There was a movie called Ice Station Zebra, wasn't there? Welcome, Ice Station. Thank you. You're giving us a compliment.
Thank
But I
you.
remember there was a movie called... I may be wrong.
There was a movie called Ice Station Zebra.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Does anybody know who is in that movie? Ice Station, do you know? Tara London, do you know?
Tell you in a minute.
Oh, I think I know a couple of them. It's,
Here we go.
He's
Rock-
cheating.
Well, you were too? Jeez. Directed by John Sturges. It came out in 1968 with Rock Hudson
Rock Hudson.
Rock the
Ernest-
cock.
There you go.
and
Tara
Ernest
London said it.
Borgnine.
And Ernest
Rock,
Borgnine.
Rock don't bend over in front of him, the cock.
And Jim Brown.
Hey, by the way, here's a little bit of a note, Anthony. Goes to show you what happens here in Macon, Georgia. But if you remember, well, of course you do. The Macon Film Festival had invited
Jim Brown?
No, Ernest Borgnine, and he canceled, and then he
Yeah,
died.
Jim Brown's still alive, yeah.
And then recently, Karen Black, who was in the Macon Film Festival, she died.
Yeah.
And also, I Dream of Jeannie,
Larry Hagman, Jr.
Larry Hagman, he died.
Mm-hmm.
She was here too. So it seems like that's what happens here.
Yeah.
Now
Old
let's
age.
go back in history here. The only one who made it out of here was Little Rich. Everybody else seems to like Otis Redding is gone, and who else is gone? Greg Allman.
Well, he's still alive.
Yeah. Greg Allman? Oh no, his brother Dwayne.
Yeah.
I have him up here. You can see back here behind Derek's head. There's a couple of pictures there.
Yeah.
Dwayne and the other guy, who died a couple of weeks later.
Yes.
Dwayne Barry
Yeah,
Oakley.
Charles Oakley, whatever.
Yeah.
Dwayne Barry Oakley.
Some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to be an owner, trying to get away from stuff, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I got a story, another wing dang doodle for
Yes,
you.
I am boosting tourism. I am a tourist attraction myself.
This is a story from the Savannah Morning News. Is a crazy one. A woman that's on the run to avoid conviction of false rape charges. Now this is a first right here. Point Whitworth police seek women indicted in false rape claim. On March 26, 2013, the Port Whitworth Police Department was called to investigate an attempted sexual assault on South Coastal Highway. According to the victim, Marianne Steptoe, stepping away, yeah. She was attacked by a man
Been
claiming...
stepping on too many toes, this lady.
Yes. She was attacked by a man claiming to be a city employee was forced inside a residence. See, I bet if he's a bus driver, watch out. I'm just
She would have kicked his ass.
yeah. Steptoe was able to contact 911 during the attack, and the attacker was supposedly fled the scene as police arrived. The Port Wentworth Police Department took this report very seriously and used all resources available to diligently investigate it, said Stephen Holmes, the Department Criminal Investigation Division Commander. A forensic sketch from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the GBI, was brought in from Atlanta to complete a composite sketch of the suspect. The sketch was distributed in the media and posted at businesses in the area of the attack. Several anonymous tips were phoned in to Crime Stoppers and were followed by investigators. Followed up. When investigators received a copy of the audio from Steptoe's 911 call, they noticed several discrepancies of what Steptoe had told them. This led to further review of the evidence gathered at the crime scene and a deeper investigation into Steptoe's past. And it was
It was a lie, right?
Yeah, it became apparent that the scene was staged and basically...
do you have her DNA results? I mean,
Basically, attempts have been made to locate Steptoe have been successful, and it's believed that she could still be in the area or could have fled to Tennessee.
Goodbye. All right, no big deal. Nothing happened to her. How the hell does this make news?
It made news because she lied. That's what.
Whatever. How many people lie every day? It doesn't make news. Could you imagine?
I don't know, Oliver North,
Yeah.
like this, Nixon,
Reagan. Ronald Reagan. Yeah. Anyway, Anthony, you remember you talked about the music. Would you believe I saw the Herbert Dinasha, Herbert Dinasha, the Herbert Dinasha. Anyway, I'm watching that, and they had Henry Fickling on. And I think that he took literally like the tongue out of your mouth and used it.
And beat you with it?
Yeah. By saying the very same shit that you said and have been saying from the get-go. From the get-go. Where's that?
The get-go? Oh,
yeah. That you said from the get-go. You've been talking about music.
Yeah.
And there is Henry Fickling.
Yeah.
Saying the very same thing. All I can say is this. Go figure. This is why keep your enemies closer and your...
Get your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah.
From Godfather 2.
Yeah. Here's a guy that, by the way, that you support.
You broke my heart, Fredo. You broke my heart.
And that you think of him as a well-rounded, good guy, and I kind of do too. But he's a thief. He's stealing your idea. And this is something that you came up with, that you have been talking about. But I'll tell you, right from the get-go, I said it. I knew it. Exactly. I said it from the beginning. Get it? You get it?
I get it. I got it.
You get it, son?
You get it, son? Water's born, son.
Whatever.
Yeah, son.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, I know what you're saying, son.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Never
I see
mind
what
do
you're
you
saying.
hear what I'm saying. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, son.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what I'm saying, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, son.
What did I say?
I see what you're saying, son.
I missed a part of the conversation. Jeez. You are one slow freaking mayor. You're going to fit right in. What am I supposed to do as mayor? I've been in the job for a year now. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. No, what I'm saying is, Henry Fickling was on the Herbert Dinasha, the Herbert Dinasha.
Yeah.
At the Herbert Dinasha, the Herbert Dinasha. And so he was on there talking about the very thing that you've been talking about, which is music in the city of Macon. That Macon is going to make it by making music or making it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. That and selling bacon. Like Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Junk food. Junk food and junk music. But isn't that funny how Henry Fickling said that? Yeah. Tell me that is a no-brainer. All I'm saying is, here's a guy that you support, you like, and he likes you and all that shit. Meanwhile, he's stealing and picking your brain and liking your ideas and putting them out there.
Yes.
That may be a good thing. But, I don't know. I know you like him. Well, go and make sure you talk to him and make sure that he pushes that idea out, because finally, at the 11th hour, he comes out and starts to talk to the community. He hasn't said shit at all for a while. All of a sudden now, he shows up on Herbert Dinasha, Herbert Dinasha.
Wow.
That shit is in my brain, that jingle.
Yeah, speaking of people who wish they had a brain.
Oh, by the way, you ever see that commercial with the guy that sneaks in front of the line and he gets like $50,000? Remember?
Yeah, the me and
Doesn't
the customer.
that look like George Zimmerman to you? The son of a bitch that won and is laughing and the other guy's staring at him.
Yeah,
He looks like George Zimmerman.
yeah. I guess he got to get paid some kind of way.
No. Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, I was just looking at
Yes,
the
I
special
do.
report.
I think Fickling's going to win.
Special report that basically said that the medical examiner, Dr. Shipping Bao, in the Martin case, says it was lost deliberately by the prosecution. Many people thought that the Martin prosecution was an example of what some people said was a piss poor job in presenting evidence to convict.
were.
It bothered him, and the idea was floated that maybe the case was being thrown on purpose. Now it looks like that's what may have happened. The Volusia County medical examiner of the case, Dr. Shipping Bao, is now saying that the prosecutors did lose the case on purpose. They need to be disbarred for that, I'm sure. Bao claims that the prosecution team, the Sanford police, and his superior at the medical examiner's office were all biased against Trayvon Martin with a general attitude that, quote-unquote, he deserved it. Dr. Bao is the ME who, as assistant coroner of Volusia County, handled the teen's body on the night he was shot. According to him, there was no way Martin could have been on top of Zimmerman when the gun was fired. Yeah, read that. Look that up, Sean Hannity. Yes. His autopsy report details why this scenario was impossible. When he was on the witness stand during the trial on July 5th, he testified that Martin took up to 10 minutes to die from exsanguination, which means to bleed to death, and that the boy was in pain and suffering the entire time. He was prepared that day as a witness for the prosecution to prove that Martin could not have been the aggressor in the incident. He was ready to give his present scientific evidence of why this was so. But the prosecutor was never asked, and Dr. Bao was not able to give his evidence. His testimony could have decisively put the case away for the state.
You know, it's funny how this guy sounds like Dr. Evil. You know, from
Austin Powers?
Yeah, Austin Powers. He goes, I'm going to sue for
$100 million.
Where's he gonna get $100 million? Not that serious. It's outrageous.
Yes.
$100 million. For what?
For them lying.
Well,
For
besides
withholding
them lying,
evidence.
not
Obstruction. That's
$100 million.
obstruction of justice, man.
Of course it is, but $100 million?
Yeah. That's damn cheap.
Ridiculous.
That's freaking cheap. That's
$100
cigarette money. That's
million.
pocket change of what the Jackson family was going to sue AEG. They were talking about $40 billion with a B.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he overstated it. $1 million. $2 million.
Bump that. That's not enough.
By the time he gets $100 million, believe me, for $100 million, they'll hold that shit up in court forever. There you go. Dr. Evil right there.
Yes.
$100 million.
$1
That is a brilliant character. There's Anthony Harris right there, folks. Our wonderful mayor, Dr. Evil.
Yes. Speaking of which,
Hey, Anthony, you would do well. Yeah, you should dress up like that, Anthony. Like Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
I'm looking for 100 million votes.
Even though there's 150,000 people in Macon Bibb.
That would be funny, Anthony.
Quite
if you
a
could do
yeah.
that.
That's quite a schmozzle. Yeah. Speaking
Yeah,
of
you-
which,
you can hold
that
the
is
sign.
speaking of which, that is our today's word
There you go.
from Word Origins. Today's
Yes, you
word is
can, Anthony. Remember that.
Shemazel. Shemazel is
Yeah.
one of a number of Yiddish words beginning with sh, sh, to have found their way into English.
Yeah.
Most are relatively recent introductions via American English, like schlemiel, fool, a blunderer, possibly from a biblical character, Schlemiel, who came to a sticky end. Schlepp, which means carry or tug, ultimately from German schleppen, drag, schlock, trash.
Schmuck.
Well, I haven't said that yet, but schmuck, which means fool or oaf. Schlock, which means trash, originally broken merchandise, and so perhaps to the German Schlagen hit schmaltz, over sentimentality, originally melted fat. Ew. But shema, or basically schmuck, which literally means penis. I forgot about that. But Schmazel is of an earlier village brought by Jewish immigrants to the East End of London. It is a compound formed from the Yiddish schlim, bad, and mazel as luck, as in Yiddish greeting mazel tov, good luck, and was independently borrowed into American English as schlamazel, loser or failure. So basically, schlamazel means bad luck.
Wow.
Talk about some bad luck here.
You know, I'm thinking about this. I didn't know, you know, it's been said for many years that
Shlamir Shamazel, I'm from corporate. We're gonna do it. Laverne and Shirley. I forgot about that. I knew that sounded familiar.
The thing is, I mean, you don't realize the Jewish influence that has been in Hollywood now for how many years now?
What, 100 years?
Yeah, maybe more. Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
Well, I'm just saying, films have been, Universal's been around for over the years.
You're not only talking films.
Yeah.
Well, plays.
Boxers, lawyers, bankers.
Everybody involved.
Running the fucking country.
Duh.
Ed, would you dump the Morning Rose and Meth in the Morning wanted to hire you as their picture maker? It depends on the money. So I tell him to go. I tell him, go make some money. Get out of here. See you later. Where's your loyalty? Inquiring minds want to know.
So, all those words when they say when whatchamacallit, Laverne and Shirley said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Shlamil, Shemazel, House of Every Cross. So they basically said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, fool, bad luck, House of Every Cross. Well, I guess they didn't know.
Yeah, well, iStation Zebra said, oh yeah, Jews have always had a great influence in Hollywood. It's true.
Yes.
I mean, and you figure out most of these people that you just thought were like, you know, who knows why.
Well, a good number of those
they're Jewish.
A good number of those blaxploitation films during the 70s were made by Jewish producers.
Yeah. I mean, even Sammy Davis Jr., who would have thought he could have been Jewish?
Yes. I gotta be me. I gotta be me.
Look at the dog.
That's right, Catch.
Look at the dog he's staring at.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on. Come on in here.
I think he adopted me, Irv.
I think he did. He's looking for Ed all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when they say a dog reminds you of its master, believe me. Yeah, he reminds me of Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Stays out of the way.
Wow. Speaking of that, who said this first? Eat my hat.
Eat my hat.
Yes.
Oh, eat my grits.
Eat my shorts. That's Bart Simpson, 1990.
All right, well, here we go.
This declaration of certainty or failure, it depends on the circumstances, may or may not have appeared in Homer's works, but it came into English as a deliberate parody of his style as part of Thomas Bridges' Homer Transvesti. Homer's Travesty, being a new burlesque translation published in 1747, a work which is justifiably obscure. For though we tumble down the wall and fire upon our rotten boats and all, I'll eat my hat if Jove don't drop us, or play some queer rogue trick to stop us. Eating one's hat was given far more prominence in 1837, when Charles Dickens' creation Mr. Pickwick was depicted seeking new accommodation. He was visiting a very uncompromising room, which had added the disadvantage of chummage, which in modern terms, flatmates or roommates, I guess. Dismayed by the lack of comfort and unwilling to cede to the eccentric requirements of the others, Mr. Pickwick wondered aloud if he could break the agreement and go to live elsewhere. At that, one of the chummers, roommates, I guess, a rather dodgy cleric, announced, if I knew as little of life as that, I'd eat my hat and swallow the buckle. So that's where you get, I'll eat my hat from Charles Dickens. Okay.
Well, eat your hat, Anthony. By the way, I know this guy is not running anymore. That you missed the whole show in the beginning. You know, the early bird gets a worm. Remember that, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have been here early enough, all the shit was already covered.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
Kind
oh
of
my
slow.
goodness.
Yeah, you would have got Irv's worm.
Yeah, Tom O. Wagner,
Oh yes.
the Leprechaun's Choice.
But who would have thought this right here? I never thought. I'm just on a cool note right here. NSA chief, NSA director General Keith Alexander is really You got to be a very cool Star Trek fan to do something like this. He has a nice replica of the Starship Enterprise
Hey,
bridge.
tell him who the fuck he is.
Well, he's the chief of the national security.
NSA.
NSA, yes, I
Yeah.
said that. First, he did it in Iraq and gathering intelligence. Then he later did it at home with the NSA. And now he's became famous for pushing his methods to the bleeding edge legality and constitutionality, an approach which made him public enemy number one among privacy advocates. And he's also a Trekkie. He loves all science fiction.
How'd you like to have a master bedroom like that?
Oh yeah, he basically loves science fiction so much he made his place, or at least one of his rooms, into the Star Trek Enterprise. That's his den or something, or family room, or what? Living room?
Yeah.
Wow. Freaking incredible.
Well, and this is so incredible. Look at that. Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Nice living room there.
Stardate 2
Nice
01333. Yes. I'm watching CSI. And I flip between channels of CSI and CNN to entertain myself in the ocular way. Hopefully, catch a nap and make a sandwich.
That
And
sounded
say
like
Director
Obama and Kirk at the same time.
Yes.
That-
Sasha, believe. Go to bed.
Yeah. I mean, that's right. Captain Derek Tiberius Kirk Obama. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I
what do
look
you...
irritated yet.
Pardon me.
That's
would you have
because
any
I
grape
am.
poupon?
Do you have
I'm
any good
irritated.
fun?
It's 11:03 and the show is over.
Yes, man. What do you know? Time
What
flies
shit
when you're
is that?
having fun.
We had our 58 viewers. Thank you all for being here. I don't know why you were here. I have to say, bless you for your loving support.
Yes.
Love hurts.
Yes, it does.
And I know we may have hurt you today.
Yes.
We may have brought you some what is known as spiritual pornography. With all the crap we talked about today. But we're so glad that you're here
Yes.
and that you're still here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you hate long goodbyes?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So close out my nutsits. Thank you. Nicole 3000, Rosin Nicole, Rudy 4.
Thank you, Rosalind.
Yerak Wildcat, Keith was Stankin, ATT, Beer Sports Cards, Emo Masturbator, Farting, Harry Bona, Helter Skelter 2, Ice Station Zebra, Infected Penis, Irv, Johnny Fever, Kiwi Guy, Manny, Obama Fan 11, Onion Rings, Planet TX, Rush 2929, Scorpio Pio, Smell My Finger, The Real Chump, Tara London, Watch Doggone, and of course, Coffee Guy was here, Sabuki was here, Gamer Go was here, Michelle Stacy was here, Plastic Canvas is still
He
here.
was here.
Oh, yeah.
DS Photo Guy was here.
DS Photo Guy was here. Who
And
else?
Donnie Curry was here.
And Donnie Curry. There you go. It was fun.
Thank you
and
very
I
much.
will see you tomorrow, right, Derek?
Yes, on Hump Day. Guess what day that is? Guess what day that is? The day after the election.
Hump Day.
Yes.
Let's see who's wins. We'll let you know. By the way, before we
It's gonna
go,
be a runoff anyway.
could we look
Possibly.
up who's winning here?
No, they don't tally it yet. It's too early.
Yeah, it's
they
too
haven't-
early.
They haven't.
It's too early.
Probably be around like maybe like
when the polls close, they start.
yeah, after
tallying.
7 p.m.
Yeah, but they should be having them tally. They didn't come up with my number at the end of the day. At the end of the day is when I knew when it stopped. But that shit goes on. That tally goes on throughout the day. They don't just go,
Okay.
yeah, it goes on throughout the day. You got to look it up. See where they're up to right now.
Well, it's 11:05 right now. It's
Yeah.
getting close to 71 degrees with a 73 degrees with a high of 84 and a low of 65. You might need your umbrella today in case you're voting today, because it is going to be cloudy and maybe some surprise showers.
Now,
On behalf of the Morning Roast, on behalf of Irv and Ed, you know what I mean. Irv and Ed, this is DB saying, can you smell what the roaster's brewing? We'll
see you
see you
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
guys. Thanks.
And now, a message from our sponsor.
There it is.